On Game Show Network, anyone can win terrific prizes like this. Broyhill's Home Office Armoire conserves space and fulfills home office needs. Wraparound doors, pull-outs for keyboard from Broyhill.
Hit the channel setting on your television. Okay, memorize the number. This is your lucky number for the rest of the day. Keep it tuned to Game Show Network and good things will follow.
Well, well, well. Welcome to our Tattletales Valentine's Day special. It's our Tattletales Valentine's Day Marathon. Today, we're doing 4 classics from the 70s and 4 classics from the 80s. Sit back and relax and we'll get to your marathon right after these words.
Everyone in this arena has a money stake in one of our famous couples as we play the game of celebrity gossip, Tattletales. And here's the star of Tattletales, Bert Convy.
Hello, everybody. Thank you. I thank you all and welcome to Tattletales. All right, gang. It's nice to have you with us. Thank you for tuning in. Please, hold on. If you keep that up, you'll win less money. We won't have time for questions, and you don't want to do that. We have some wonderful people who indeed are going to win you a lot of money, and here they are, winning money today for the blues section. Helen Rayburn and her husband, Gene Rayburn. Winning money today for the banana section, John McCook and his wife, Juliet Proud.
That's right. That's it now, none of that.
Winning money today for the red section, Leslie Nielsen and his gal, Candy Rose.
That's in there. Well done.
Well, here we are with bright, shiny faces all in our places. We have Leslie, who has never been here with Candy before, so you're rookies.
That's right.
And rookies usually do very well. I don't want to jinx you, but they usually do.
Thank you.
I don't know why that is, but it's good to see you. And Candy, it's nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you.
And you other guys, you're veterans. You know what to do here, right, gang?
We didn't do well.
Yeah, well, you'll do fine.
We're fixing that.
And John, you're on the Young and Restless now, which is terrific.
That's right. Next door.
Ain't that nice?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go, ladies. First question's worth $150. This is it. Ladies, do you ever get angry because you think you're being treated as a sexual object? Yes or no? That's the question. Off you go. Think about it. And we'll all think about it, too. Gene, do you think Helen really does ever get angry about that?
Well, yeah, if you treat a woman as a sexual object, that means you're a male chauvinist pig, right?
Right.
All right, so I would say she'd get angry naturally because I am the perfect person. I am not a male chauvinist pig. Right? Right.
The question was, does she ever get angry because she thinks she's being treated as a sexual object?
You bet your blank.
She does get angry.
Yes.
The answer is yes.
Yes.
Here comes Helen now.
Bet your blank.
Helen, do you ever get angry because you think you're being treated as a sexual object?
Oh, it's been so long. But I wouldn't get mad.
So the answer is...
No, I wouldn't get angry.
No, that's not what Gene said. See that? You see how Helen took it? She thought it would be kind of nice for a change, right, Helen?
Yeah, for a change.
Sorry about that. John, what will Juliet say?
Well, the question is she ever?
Do you ever get angry?
Does she ever get angry?
Yes.
Because, well, she isn't treated as a sexual object at home.
She isn't?
Not as a sexual object.
Only in motel.
Only
Yes.
as a sexual person.
What is she treated as?
She's treated as you like it, as I like it.
Well, that's
But
two different
she
things.
isn't treated as a sexual object, so I don't think she gets angry because she isn't treated as one. So I don't think it...
So the answer is no, she does not get
doesn't.
angry if she's being... See, you got to watch the wording. No, I have to watch it. Do you ever get angry because you think you think you're being treated as a sexual object.
I don't think so. I still don't think so.
So she'll say no. Here she comes. Juliet, do you ever get angry because you think you're being treated as a sexual object? Yes or no?
The only time I get really angry is when people just want to see my legs and nothing else.
Well, how far
No.
are you ready?
The answer is no, and you're right. That's what the man said.
Did you say no?
And I was just going to ask to see your legs, too. Well, I'll have to wait till you come out here to ask you. Thank you, darling. Leslie, what will Candy say?
That was as and not to, right?
As. Devil.
Well, let me see. I would say that it would never go anywhere if Candy felt that she was being treated as a sexual object. I think that if she felt that, she would certainly get angry.
Certainly get angry.
Yeah.
I think what we mean, too, that maybe, do you ever means, it doesn't happen all the time, but do you ever get angry because you think, which means maybe once in a while? I'm not trying to
foul
you up there.
Yeah, all right. I still say that she would get angry if she felt every once in a while, if ever and not at all, and so on, about a sex... What was the question?
I don't know. It's, you'll say that she'll say yes if that... If
yeah, she could get angry if she felt that.
Sure she could.
Absolutely.
Here she comes now. Shh, shh, shh. Julia, Candy, do you ever get angry because you think you're being treated as a sexual object? Yes or no?
Yes, I do.
No, yes. That's right. You're right, Candy. Candy's right. Juliet and John are right. We split the pot in half. We'll come back with the second question on Tattletales in just a minute. Don't go away. Question number 2 coming up, and this is it. If you are ready to go, ladies, also worth $150. Ladies, a friend sends you a beautiful painting for your birthday. And you notice on the back a statement saying that it's property of a well-known local hotel. What would you do? Would you talk to your friend about it, send the painting back to the hotel, or hang it on your wall and say nothing? You have your choices? Think about it, ladies. That's a little embarrassing situation, isn't it? It's worse than leaving the price tag on the gift, that's for sure. John, what will Juliet do?
And Juliet would be astounded. I mean, maybe a key from the hotel, but a picture ripped off the wall of a hotel. Would she keep it? Would she say something to the friend about it, or would she...
And send the painting back to the hotel.
She'd say something to the person who sent it.
She would.
Say,
and then hang it on the wall.
That's silly. Yeah.
She would?
Then she'd hang it on the wall.
She'd talk to her friend about it.
She'd say something to them about it.
I would think so, wouldn't she?
Yeah.
All right, here she comes. This friend, Juliet, has sent you a beautiful painting for your birthday. And you find out it is the property of a local hotel. What would you do? Would you talk to your friend about it? Would you send the painting back to the hotel? Or would you hang it on a wall and not say anything?
Oh, what the hell? Let's keep it.
Oh. No, that's not what he said. Oh, really?
You know, why not?
I'm going to look behind the pictures in your wall next time I'm over there.
To see what our piano says on it.
Yeah. Okay, that's interesting. I guess you figure maybe they got it under correct circumstances.
Well, with the prices they charge nowadays to pay, a picture. What does it mean?
That's true. What does it mean? Leslie, what does it mean?
Well, you see, the way I was going, I thought that maybe it was a memento of maybe a rendezvous in the hotel, and it was kind of that's not what you mean. I mean,
could
this
be
is a
big
very
trouble.
difficult question.
Yeah, I didn't realize
you
it.
mean
Now I
it's
do.
Stolen property?
Yeah.
Oh.
I think that's what we're saying.
Oh.
Because otherwise, I mean, if a guy sent Candy a painting that was in the... you don't want that.
I wouldn't...
That's not the question.
Never. I'd just go right over my head. Would she keep it?
Would she keep
talk to her friend about it, or would she return it to the hotel? Well, I think that there's not too much point in talking to the friend about it and returning it to the hotel. What do? You send it, have a messenger pick it up and sneak it in, or what? You just drop it off the desk and leave, or what can you do?
With your luck, you'd get caught for
if you're going to really be thoughtful and considerate, I better not say that in case we don't get it right.
Oh, follow that along, will you, Leslie?
I do. No, I can't nail that down. I think the best thing... What do you think? Just keep it, right? Keep it?
Somebody up there is yelling, up against the wall! No, that's not the thing.
Talk to the friend.
What do you want to do, Leslie?
I think keep it.
Keep it. All right.
I think
hang it on
keep
the
it.
wall. Okay, you're going to say she'll keep it and hang it on the
I mean,
wall.
you can be arrested later. What, for possession? What?
Right, either way. Here comes Candy. Candy, what are you going to do? You get this beautiful painting from a friend for your birthday. Belongs to a local hotel. You can either talk to your friend about it, or you can send the painting back to the hotel, or would you hang it on your wall and say nothing?
I'd hang it on my wall until everybody...
That's it. You got it.
The rookies are lucky.
Hey!
Lucky rookies.
Candy.
Yes.
How come? I mean, why did you pick that one instead of the other two?
Well, because I wouldn't want to embarrass my friend to talk to him about it.
You see, there's a good question. Supposing your friend says happy birthday.
That's what I said, Candy.
You don't want to insult that friend.
No,
You're right.
I don't.
Thank you, Candy. Gene, what will Helen do?
First, I'd like to announce I am in the company of thieves.
Say, what a good title.
People with no scruples or principles.
Oh, Leslie has great scruples. Can't say,
I thought over here.
Is this...
very bad shot. Came from tropics.
From the old country.
Yes.
Is this motel an Encino?
No one said motel. Now, wait a minute. You see, we're all thinking a high, beautiful painting, works of art.
Yes.
You're saying, what motel in Encino?
Well, no, as I have said before, while there is a great deal of gray area in life, in the matter of honesty, there is no gray area. Either you are honest or dishonest.
But now, wait a minute. This is second-generation honesty, because the friend sent the painting, see?
Yes.
So, if there has been a dishonesty, it really is once removed from you. I'm not trying to change your answer, you understand?
Yes, to save the person, the friend's feelings.
Well, but that's what
you would
Candy
keep
said,
it. If you didn't, if.
But on the other hand, it is the property of the hotel.
Yes. Yes. I would think, if there were a way of doing it, I would think Helen would want to kind of sneak it back to the hotel and maybe get somebody to make a copy of it and put it... No. Hang it on the wall?
Oh. Look at the blues.
You're
turn
on your own. Oh, wait, I'll make a little side bet with the blue nuns over there.
Okay.
I say, I'll bet you a nickel that she's going to say that she's going to return it. But I'll go along with your answer and say we'll hang it on the wall. That'll be our
official answer. He's a big spender, ain't he? He'll bet you a nickel. And that's more than they got right now, too. All right, you're going to say she'll give it back to the hotel. Send it back.
No.
No, you're going to say that she's going to hang it on the wall.
Yes, right, because that's what they want me to say.
All right, here comes...
But I think they're wrong.
All right, here comes Helen. Shh, don't say a word now. Helen, you've got this painting sent to you by a friend. It's beautiful. Comes from a local hotel, however. What would you do? Would you talk to your friend about it? Would you send the painting back to the hotel? Or would you hang it on your wall and say nothing?
Well, I'd probably hang it on the wall and tell everybody to look.
That's right. You got it. Helen and Jean, Candy and Leslie get it. The blue section was right. You owe them a nickel. Change places, fellas. While Jean is paying the nickel off to the blue section, we'll break away. We're coming back in a moment. Please come back. See you in a moment. Okay, we have changed places after halftime. The blue section wants to know where their nickels are. You're going to get your nickels. We'll ring them by the neck till we get it out of them. Here we go. If you're ready to go, fellas, this question is for you. It's worth $150 as well. Men, practically everyone has received some kind of award, ranging from a third-place medal in a ping-pong tournament to an Oscar. What award of yours has given you the most pleasure? That's a good question. Think it over, fellas. Now, what we're saying is it could be for anything, really. And we'll start with you, Candy.
Award.
Did he ever run in a track meet? Did he ever...
No, he didn't run in a track meet. I would have to say it was the award that was given to him by the City of Hope.
Yes.
For a narration that he did and the participation that he took in that. I think that means a lot to him.
I'm sure it does. All right, so it's an award he got from the City of Hope.
Yes. Hope. I hope.
Okay, Hope, here he comes. Leslie, what we want to know is the award that you have received that gave you the most pleasure.
I'm glad you said practically everybody, because I don't know of any awards. I've been given awards for standing and sleeping and things like that, I think, but I don't really... think I've had an award to talk about.
Does anything come to mind at all that... Well...
can I answer, can I say that I really can't think of an award?
You can say that if you want to, but that's wrong. You know what Candy said? Tell him what you said, Candy.
I said it was your award for the City of Hope.
Ooh, yeah. Oh, yeah, now he goes... You see? Gee, the red section just fell out of love. Hey, you're doing great, gang. Don't you worry. You're doing fine.
That's the only one.
Yes.
How did I miss it? That's the only one.
Well, and you were about to get another one from the red section, and now...
Oh, boy.
It's the jury is out. Sorry, Leslie. Helen, what will Gene say?
What is a nomination? Is that an award?
I think so. Why not? If you want it to be an award, I think a nomination is...
I guess his 2 nominations for Emmys.
Why not?
Why not?
Oh, I think that's terrific.
He never got the Emmy, but he got the nomination.
But he got the nomination. I think that's important. More important, in fact. A lot of people say that the nomination should be the only thing that counts, and I think it's terrific. You'll say that.
I think he will
Here
say
he comes.
that.
Gene, what award of yours has given you the most pleasure? Yes.
Yes.
When I was in the 3rd grade, I won a spelling bee and got a blue ribbon.
That's not the one. That's not the one, but you're very close, Gene.
What?
It was, Helen said, your Emmy nominations, which, of course, is very nice.
Yes. Oh, I've had so many of those. Always a bridesmaid, never a bride.
Yes. That's okay, kid. You're still here, too. Gene, thank you. Nobody's gotten it right. You got a chance to get the whole thing for the bananas. But as you can see, the bananas don't really care too much.
Well, I don't know of any award that John has ever received.
But now
and
remember...
I would have to say none. Nothing.
Okay, but we've qualified it by saying 3rd place in a ping pong tournament. I mean, did he ever win in
I don't think, but he's not competitive at all. He
Right.
hates, for example, competitive sport. He likes to play sport for just what the word says, sport.
Right.
And hates any kind of competition where one person is up against another. You know?
Right.
So, yeah, I don't know of any award that he's won.
Okay, so the answer is none.
None.
Okay, here he comes. John, we have said, whatever, a ping pong tournament or anything. Tell us the award that has given you the most pleasure.
Well, I have never won an award of any kind, but I do have a shelf at home prepared for that very purpose.
So the answer is...
But my answer is an award is a presentation, and I would say that the best presentation that I've ever been presented with was my son. But I've never won an award.
That's very sweet, but...
But it doesn't make any money.
But he never won an award. Okay. You got the whole thing, John. You got a son and you got the whole pot. Oh, we'll come back in a moment with a $300 question, and anybody can still win. You know that. See you in a moment. Hey, here we go. This one is worth $300. This will decide the game. And as I am fond of saying, anyone can win, and probably will. Fellas, deep down, which one of you has more self-confidence, you or your lady? That's a good question. Think it over. Off you go. Deep down is the key. Which one of you has more self-confidence? Helen, we'll start with you.
Gino.
Has more self-confidence?
Absolutely.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You seem to be very confident in that answer as well.
I don't want to get into a lot of Freudian psychiatry here. We don't have time.
But that's it.
That's it.
Okay, here he comes. Gene, between you and Helen, which one of you has the most self-confidence?
Indubitably, I do.
That's it.
But
Yes, Gene.
that sweet lady of mine has such a delicate, fragile ego. I think you should run right over and give her a kiss on the cheek.
I'm going to do that right
Bolster it
now.
up right now, then.
Oh,
Kiss her right on the cheek, Gene.
Good.
I've got the most self-confidence in the world.
Hello, Rona.
Thank you, Gene. Hello.
Hello,
Candy,
Rona.
what will Leslie say?
I would like to believe that I do, but it's absolutely Leslie.
It really
He
is.
has the most self-confidence, yes.
He does, huh?
Yes.
Okay.
We argue about it.
You argue about who has the most
You're right.
self-confidence? Okay, but you're going to say, Leslie will say he will. This will...
Yes.
Okay, let's see how we do here. Here he comes. Leslie, between you and Candy... Can you hear me, sir?
Yeah, yes, I can.
All right, Leslie, which one of you has the most self-confidence?
Well, you realize that in any relationship between two people, you can have fights and exchanges, you know.
Yeah.
And I do specifically remember, not too long ago, as Sandy had stormed out of the house and jumped into her car to drive down the hill. I went out on the porch and I screamed down at her as she was driving by, "I have more self-confidence than you do."
You're right.
Fantastic, Ernie.
Now, here's what we're down to, gang. Juliet, if you get this right, the bananas win. If you get it wrong, then the Reds win. And I would suggest you start running. No, the bananas are pussycats. They don't really care, do you, bananas? Oh. Cover me, will you? Are they coming? Am I okay? Okay. Juliet, what will John say? Which one of you has more self-confidence?
John is going to say that I have more self-confidence.
Is he right?
No, not really, no.
Not
I have
really.
a great facade for covering.
I've always said that about you. I'm really crazy about her facades. All right, here, you'll say the legs, you crazy people. You'll say, he will say you.
He will say,
Here he comes. John, you got a chance to get it now. This is it. The bananas are leaning forward in their chairs even as I speak. Which one of you has more self-confidence, you or Juliet?
I acquire more every day, but Juliet has prepared all her life for what she does, and training and so on, all those classes, you know. I think at this point, Juliet has more self-confidence.
That's it. You got it. We split it 3 ways. However, the bananas have won it. We shall return momentarily and let the bananas have all their bananas in just a second after this message. Bananas have done it with Juliet and John. 325, we had 1,000. They walk away with 1,325 bigwoods. Thank you all. You were perfect. And thank you for tuning us in. Bert Convey saying so long. See you next time on Tattletales. Goodbye, everybody.
This is Gene Wood speaking for Tattletales. A Mark Goodson, Bill Sodman production.
You're still here, too. Gene, thank you. Nobody's gotten it right. You got a chance to get the whole thing for the bananas.
In one of our famous couples as we play the game of celebrity gossip, Tattletales. And here's the star of Tattletales, Bert Convey.
Hello, gang. Thank you so much. Welcome to Tattletales. Thank you for tuning us in, and thank you. It's a nice way to start things off. I wasn't sure. I thought maybe this gentleman was with this young lady, and I thought I better set everything straight. It was just for fun. You understand that. Moving right along, we're going to have a really good time today. I promise you that. We have a new couple on the show, never been with us before, a couple of veteran couples who are going to win you lots of money, and here they are. Winning money today for the blues section, Colonel Buzz Aldrin and his wife, Beverly. I'm sorry. Winning money today for the banana section, Dan Rowan and his gal, Joanna Young. And winning money today from the red section, rookies on the show, first time here from SWAT, Mark Shera and his gal, Barbara Doyle. Well, welcome back to 4 of you, and welcome for the first time to you.
Thank you.
From SWAT and Barbara. And Buzz, you've got a movie now. They've made your book, Return to Earth.
That's right.
Into a film.
It's going to be showing on Friday the 14th of May.
Yes, all right. And who plays you?
Cliff Robertson does a smash-up job. Very terrific acting.
Yeah, oh, that's wonderful. And also, I think maybe everybody would like to know, since the last time Buzz and Bev were here, you've gotten married.
Right.
So now you are a married celebrity couple on Tattletales. And if it goes the way it usually does, you're really going to have a rough day today.
We've been thinking about that.
It messes it up every time. All right, ladies, here's the first question. Dan, excuse me, I didn't mean to ignore you, sir.
Perfectly all right. I'm used to it.
Oh. I greeted Joanna before backstage, so we've taken care of that. All right, if you're ready to go, ladies, the first question is for you. It's worth $150. Ladies, have you ever passed a man on the street who was so good-looking that you actually stopped and turned around for a second look? Yes or no? Okay, off you go. I've been told by my wife that if a lady does that, she means business, usually. What do you think, Buzz? Has Bev ever done that?
She generally likes to look things over when she's impressed.
Yes.
I found that out.
Yes.
So I would think that, yeah, she would stop and take however much time it might take.
Yeah, so she has taken a second look on occasion. The answer is yes. Here she comes. Bev, have you ever done that? Have you ever passed a man on the street that was so good-looking that you actually stopped and turned for a second look?
You better believe I have.
That's right. Okay. Well, you're right. So the jinx is now to hold true. Well, does that mean, when you take a second look, does that mean that you're really interested or that you just want a better look?
Just want a better look.
Yeah, right.
I've got my guy, and I think he's terrific. But, gee, a good-looking man is something to look at.
Hey.
I like her attitude.
Yeah, I do, too.
The reverse holds true.
Yeah, now next time we'll ask for a third look, and then we'll see what happens. Dan, what will Joanna say?
She might even go back and ask him for lunch. Oh, no, she'll stop and go back and say, hi, how are you? You son of a gun, you're a nice-looking fella. Oh, yeah, she'd stop.
Okay, the answer is yes. Here she comes. Oh, I know. Joanna, have you ever passed a man on the street who was so good-looking that you took a second look?
Sure.
Yes, that's right. That was easy. Well, Mark, it's up to you to make this a three-way tie for the start of things.
Well, I think Barbara not only would stop the guy, she'd probably take him home, too. That's how we met. No, that's not true. But yes, she would stop him.
I'm sorry, I haven't seen you girls earlier than today. Not that I would qualify.
Yes, she definitely would.
She would do that, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How did you meet her?
We were doing a show called Godspell on the road.
Yes.
And she was singing Day by Day to my Jesus.
Okay. I don't know why you made him your own personal. He's ours, too. You'll say that, yes, she would
definitely.
Do it. Here she comes. Barbara.
Hi.
Have you ever passed a man on the street who was so attractive that you had to take a second look?
I certainly have.
That's right. You're all right. Well, that was easy. No problem there. We split that three ways. That was a snap. We'll come back. But the rest of them ain't going to be a snap. You'll see. We'll see in just a moment. Don't go away. This question is number 2 is coming up. We have a three-way tie, ladies. Do you ever refrain from saying something to your guy because you're afraid he's going to think it's dumb? Yes or no? Off you go. Dan?
Yes.
I don't know why it seems only appropriate to start with you. It seems like something Dick would say to you.
No, really, it would be something more I'd say to Dick, because he does say a lot of dumb things.
That's true.
And, but in our case, Joanna says anything to me that pops into her head. And very often she would tell me, that's a pretty dumb thing to say.
Yes.
So I'd say the answer to that was very positive. Yes, she has said things to me that she thought were dumb. Is
but
that your
I have
question?
said, well, not really. I've said, do you ever refrain from saying something to your guy because you're afraid?
Would she stop from saying? No.
No, she wouldn't.
She'd never stop from saying.
She'll say it even if she's positive it's dumb.
Speak right up, yeah.
And say it. Okay, Here she comes. The answer is...
She'd leap to the opportunity.
Yes. As a matter of fact. Here she comes. Joanna, do you ever refrain from saying something to Dan because you're afraid he's going to think it's dumb?
I used to. He's pretty used to the dumb things I say. I don't edit my speech anymore, no.
That's right. That's what he said. Scared me to death. Are you saying that, like, when you first got to know him, you sort of had to be careful, maybe?
I'm safe now.
Yeah, now it's okay.
Yeah.
You're allowed a couple, eh?
Yeah.
Thank you, Joanna. Mark, what will Barbara say?
Well, I think she does. Yeah, I think she does, but I can usually call her on it, and I can usually get it out of her. But initially, she will edit herself, I think.
So she does?
Yeah, I think so.
She's a little worried about saying things to you.
A little worried just about... She thinks what she may say is dumb. Even if it isn't, she may... I think so, yeah.
Okay, so the answer is yes, she does refrain sometimes. Here she comes. Barbara, do you ever refrain from saying something to Mark that because you're afraid that he's going to think it's dumb?
Yeah.
That's right. That's it. Did you have something to add to that, Barbara?
No.
No.
She's afraid it's going to be done, you see.
Right.
That's terrific. Buzz, what will Bev say?
Well, both of us have been around for a while, and we know the value of saying whatever we feel, regardless of what the other person might think. As a matter of fact, we want to really find out what the other person thinks. So we're making every effort we can to be just as thoroughly honest. So I'm sure that she would not refrain from saying something.
The answer is no.
No.
Here she comes. So far, tying it, all tied up. Bev, we're tied up so far. If you get this one right, we've still got a three-way tie. Do you ever refrain from saying something to Buzz because you're afraid he's going to think it's dumb?
Well, I preface an awful lot of sentences with, boy, you're going to think this is dumb, but. So the answer is no.
That's right. You got it. Well, everybody got it. We split it three ways, and it is halftime. Gentlemen, step to the rear, if you will. We shall bring the ladies front and center and return with the second half of Tattletales. We've changed places after halftime, and I have three beautiful, charming ladies with me. And the fellas are in the back, and you got a three-way tie, gang. Everybody's got $100. Can you hear me, Dan? Are you all right there?
Oh, you're really loud.
Oh, is that what it is? I'm very sorry, Dan. I'll try to tone it down a little bit. Men, how many times would you say you've really been in love? Once, twice, 3 times, or more than that? Okay? Really been in love. Off you go. I think the operative word here probably is really. You picked up on that, eh? Yeah. Barbara, what will Mark say?
Oh, you can't help me on this. I think Mark would say twice.
Think so?
I think he'd better.
Yeah?
That's okay.
Twice?
Yeah.
Gonna stick with twice.
I'm definitely gonna stick with twice.
You know of one other?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yes, you do.
I certainly do.
I don't think I'll pursue that any further.
No, I think you better not.
The answer is twice. Here he comes. Mark, how many times have you really been in love? Would you say once, twice, 3 times, more than that?
That I'd admit to?
No, I didn't say that. I said how many times would you say you've really been in love?
Twice.
Right. See, it's wonderful to see 122 people thrilled to death that he's been in love twice, isn't it?
Even me.
That's sweet. What a sweet thought. Bev, what will Buzz say?
Oh, God. This is really a rough one. I'm going to count very carefully and say Buzz is going to say 3 times.
3 times. Okay. What? That's, oh, I see.
My fingers crossed for good luck.
I thought that was the
for the
number.
blue
That's
section.
2. Okay, you'll say 3 times.
3 times.
Here he comes. Buzz, how many times would you say you've really been in love? Once, twice, 3 times, or more than that?
Once.
No, that's not what Beverly said.
Honey, I hope it's me, and I appreciate that. I'm not going to tell you what I said. You can wait and see it on the air.
Yeah, you'll see. Sorry about that, Buzz. Moving right along.
Well, that blows
Joanna,
my mind.
what will Dan say?
3 times.
3 times.
Yeah.
Exactly.
We've had fights over every one of them, so it's 3 times.
So it is 3 times.
I know.
Is that including you?
We don't, yeah, we fight over that sometimes. No, it's 3.
It is 3.
Yes.
Here he comes. Here's Dan. Dan, how many times would you say you've really been in love? Would you say once, twice, 3 times, or more than that?
I am happy to publicly state that this is the third and last.
That is it. You got it. Joanne and Dan, Barbara and Mark split the pot in half. We have 2/3 of a tie and still a very close game. We're coming back with the $300 question and decide it. Don't go away. Okay, we have extra time today, which is good news for everyone here because this question will be worth $150 and then we'll do a $300 question, all right? Okay, here we go. Men, when you telephone your gal during the day and ask her how goes it, which are you... Okay, good question, too. Think that one over and off you go.
The evil Arabs, it was Abu Hal, or Father of Terror. But in the beginning, experts say it was nothing more than an outcrop of unwanted...
Kind of like, come pick me up at so-and-so or meet me someplace.
Really? Oh, that's nice.
I hope.
Gee, that's terrific. I don't ever... Okay, you'll say the little pleasures,
The little pleasures.
Okay, here he comes. When you call Buzz and ask how goes it, which are you more likely to hear more about, the day's little pleasures or the day's little aggravations?
Well, we're together so much. We don't talk on the phone that much, but I would say, since it's a brief conversation, it would be the aggravations, and then we'd cover the...
No, that's not what Beth said.
Honey, when did I do that to you? Sweetheart, when did I complain?
See, Buzz, you had to go and get married. You can't play this game and be married.
You're right.
We had a couple on, been married 33 years and didn't get one right for a week.
Oh, my God.
It's the truth. It's the absolute truth. I won't name names. Thank you, Buzz. I'm sorry. Joanna, what will Dan
I watched that whole week. I know who it is.
Do you?
Yeah. They were funny, though.
They were wonderful.
Gee, I complain a lot. I complain things aren't good enough. Do you think he'd say complain? I really would like to say pleasures because it sounds so terrific. I'd be a terrific person if I could say that.
Make you look great on television, eh?
I complain.
It's the little aggravations.
Yeah.
All right. I think, I got a hand.
50-50.
That's interesting. Here he comes. Dan, when you call home and ask how goes it, what are you more likely to hear, about the day's little pleasures or the day's little aggravations?
See, it's such a tough question because we talk so seldom on the phone. We're together most of the time. And so I have to approach the question from whether she's more up than down, which may be the wrong approach to take to this question. But she really is such a happy, optimistic lady that I really, and she's also a complainer. It's tough. If I were to call her on the phone and say, hi, how's it goes it? She's going to say, she's probably going to tell me what's aggravated her.
That's right. That's what she said.
A little less tension, please.
What?
Big guess. Yes. What a guess that was.
Yeah, heart pumper, that one was. Thank you, Dan. What will Mark say, Robert?
Well, he usually doesn't call me from the set. But if he did, I'd give him pleasure.
You would, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I want to know how you do that on the phone. Boy, if you could figure that one out, you could make $1 million, couldn't you?
I hope he gets this right.
Wow. Okay, you'll say a little pleasure. Here he comes. Mark, you telephone your gal and ask how goes it, and what are you more likely to hear, the day's little pleasures or the day's little aggravations?
Well, although Barbara's a very positive person, I think because they're more interesting to hear the day's aggravations.
No, that's not what the lady said. Guess what she said? A little pleasure. Joanna and Dan get the whole thing for the banana section. Okay. Hold it, gang. Hold it. You want the $300 question, don't you? Here it comes. So anybody can still win. Now, Buzz, you've got 100, and Mark, you've got 175, and Dan and Joanna have 325, but they can be caught. Men, does your gal ever think that you're angry with her when you really are not? Does she ever think that you're angry with her and you're really not? Think it over. Well, it's off you go. That's hard.
Yeah.
Bev, what do you think Buzz will say?
Yeah, I think that he will say yes. Because I'm super sensitive, and sometimes he's just preoccupied with thinking about something, and I'll say, "What's the matter, honey? You're angry at me?" And he'll say, "No, what do you mean?" So I think he'll say whatever it is.
Right.
Yes?
You do think sometimes he's angry with you, and
Right.
He's really not.
Right.
Okay. And the answer is yes.
Yes.
Here he comes. Buzz, do you think Bev ever thinks that you're angry with her when you really are not?
I don't get angry at her too much, and if I did, she would know that for sure. What's the question again now?
Does Bev ever think that you're angry with her when you really are not?
No.
That's not what she said. She said sometimes she might misinterpret, that you're not thinking about something else and you may answer brusquely or something. And
she sure misinterpreted that time.
Did misinterpret that one.
Honey.
No question about it. And now he's angry with you, Bev. No.
Oh, honey. I'm angry.
No, not at all. But that's a hard
I'm
question.
kidding.
It's very hard. See, he took it as like a fight rather than a slight thing.
Don't explain for him. It's okay.
No,
I'll
I'm
talk
not.
to him later.
But maybe it'll help Barbara. What do you think? What will Mark say?
I don't know, we don't really miss communication very often. This might be the first.
Anybody who gets pleasure on the phone ain't going to miss communications, I can tell you that.
Now I'm going to aggravate him on the phone from now on. I think he would say yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sometimes you do think he's angry with you and he's really not.
Yeah.
Okay, here he comes. No, we got Dan. We don't want Dan.
You may not want
There he
that.
is. No, Joanna says, maybe you don't want Dan, but... Mark, do you think Barbara ever thinks that you're angry with her when you really are not?
Yes.
That's right. You got it. Oh, yes. Now it gets interesting. Because if you get this right, well, then you have it for the bananas, Joanna. But if you do not, then Mark and Barbara will get it all and win for the red section.
My mouth is twitching like this. I hate that part. I don't know. What do you think? I don't know.
You really don't?
He has the kind of face that when you look at it, you always think there's something wrong. I always say, "You mad at me?" And he'll say, "No, I have that kind of face." Wait a minute. It's adorable, but he does have it. Okay.
And yes, it is.
You got it.
Here he comes. Okay. Dan, does Joanna ever think that you're angry with her when you really are not?
To quote the great movie Seven Beauties opening lines, "Oh, yeah."
That's right, you got it. Joanna and Dan, Barbara and Mark split the $300. However, time is up. The bananas win it. We will come back in just a moment and give the bananas their money. That's considerable, too. See you in just a second. Dan and Joanna won $475. We had a grand, a total of $1,475 big ones. Thank you all. You were splendid. And thank you so much for tuning us in on Tattletales. Bert Convey saying so long. I'll see you next time. Thank you.
This is Gene Wood speaking for Tattletales, a Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production. Stake in one of our famous couples as we play the game of celebrity gossip, Tattletales. And here's the star of Tattletales, Bert Convey.
Hello, everybody. Thank you. I thank you all and welcome to Tattletales. All right, gang. It's nice to have you with us. Thank you for tuning in. Please, hold on. If you keep that up, you'll win less money. We won't have time for questions, and you don't want to do that. We have some wonderful people who indeed are going to win you a lot of money, and here they are, winning money today for the blue section. Helen Rayburn and her husband, Gene Rayburn.
Order food with the app or at Grubhub.com. Grubhub, restaurants you love, delivered.
Everyone in this arena has a money stake in one of our famous couples as we play the game of celebrity gossip, Tattletales. And here's the star of Tattletales, Bert Convey.
Hello, everybody. Thank you. Thank you and welcome to Tattletales. Nice to have you with us. Nice to have you with us, and thank you. And let me just tell you very briefly, for those of you, we've been on for quite a while in the daytime, but a lot of you are seeing us for the first time because here we are on in the evening. And let me explain what we do here. We have an audience that is divided into 3 sections: the red section, the yellow section, and the blue section. Now, each one of these sections roots for one celebrity couple. And every time that celebrity couple wins some money, that money is divided by the 100 people sitting in their particular rooting section. That's why they have a good stake in it, and that's why they root so hard. And here are the people they're going to root for. Winning money today for the blue section, Mr. Dan Rowan and his gal, Joanna Young. Winning money today for the banana section, Dick Smothers and his wife, Linda. Oh, the bananas are strong today. Winning money today for the red section, Ron Cass and his wife, actress Joan Collins. Now, for us, of course, this is a change on Tattletales to go black tie, but you guys were saying for you, Dick, and for you, Dan, these are your working clothes, right?
Feel like we got our overalls on.
Yeah, right. This is what you
As
know.
a matter of fact, Dick does.
He does, huh? Down below there.
Hey, you're talking to the wrong Dick. I'm not that guy.
Wrong guy.
Yes.
Here we go. Ladies, if you're ready to go, remember, I'm asking the ladies the question, and the fella's job is to try and predict what they're going to say, because they're answering honestly. They're doing the tattling, as it were. This question is worth $150, ladies. It's for you. The motto of the flower industry is, say it with flowers, right? Now, if suddenly your guy started bringing you 24 long-stemmed roses every single night, night after night, how would you interpret his floral message? As he loves me, or he's up to something? Okay? Starts bringing you 24 long-stemmed roses every night, every single night. How would you interpret that message? He loves me, or he's up to something? Off you go. Think it over. Now, I know you've moved to Florida, haven't you, Dan?
That's right.
Yeah. Do you have easy access?
Prior to the move to Florida, I brought her 24 long-stemmed roses every night.
Is that right?
Now it's oranges.
Oh, really? They come handy down there, don't they? Easy to get. Easier than roses, no doubt. How would she interpret that floral message from you?
The choices are either that I love her.
Yeah, or he's
well, she knows that. So. Right. And if I were to show up every single night with roses, she would know immediately I have snapped. I have just gone straight up and turned left, and there's something going on.
Right, he's up to something.
There has to be, I got to be up to something. Nobody's going to do that for no reason.
That's true.
Right?
Yeah, I guess
right?
So. The blue section is in full agreement. Let's see what Joanna says.
So long as they're in agreement, then we're straight.
That's right, because even
I'm
if
up
you're
to
wrong,
something.
You're up to
I'm not
something.
really.
No.
Okay.
We understand that. We'll see. Here she comes. Joanna, suddenly Dan starts bringing home 24 long-stem roses every night. Every single night. Yeah. How would you interpret that? That he loves you, or that he's up to something?
You have to define up to something for me.
No, I don't.
Well, can I ask you a question about it?
Sure.
Does up to something mean that he did something wrong and he's trying to make up with these flowers?
Not necessarily, no. It could mean maybe he's softening you up for something. He wants to, yeah.
I think that he loves me.
No, that's sweet. See, it could be that like Dick said, maybe he bought a new car and he's going to break it to you slowly. Who knows?
The car is enough. You don't have to bring the flowers.
See, Dan?
Well, you see, sweetheart, if I bring you flowers every night.
I think it would be wonderful.
So we move right along there. You're in big trouble, Dan. How about a can of tennis balls? Will that help?
No.
Sorry about that, Joanna. Dick, what would Linda think?
Well, we're supposed to think what they will think, not what we would actually do.
Exactly.
And she knows that I'm not, I tend to forget holidays and birthdays, and I don't give her flowers normally. But it's a very obvious thing to give roses when you've done something wrong. It's like a big arrow goes to you. I've done something wrong. And she knows I'm sneaky and would probably ignore her. But I think she would probably say I did something wrong.
So he's up to something is the answer. It's either
yes.
he loves me or he's up to something.
Yeah, I don't believe it in my heart, but I think she will say that.
That's what she'll say.
Is that okay? Right?
Yeah, okay. We'll see. Here she comes. Linda, all of a sudden, Dick starts bringing home 24 long-stem roses every night, every single night. How would you interpret his floral message as he loves me or he's up to something?
Actually, I would probably interpret it that he's going to ask me to do something I don't want to do.
Mm-hmm.
But since that's not one of the choices...
Well, see, I don't want you to
Oh, no, I understand the choices.
Okay.
If he were up to something, he would never be that obvious. So I would have to say it's because he loves me.
No.
But we agreed perfectly.
Yes.
Word for word.
Word
we
for word.
agreed, but that's
wrong. But
That's
word for
wrong.
word.
But we agreed.
Nobody's gotten it right yet. Isn't it interesting how the ladies have taken it as he loves it? Will Joan do the same thing, Ron?
Okay, Bert. Well, I send Joan flowers, but we've been married 6 years. She'd probably think I'd gone stark raving mad. But if you phrase it the right way to her, just ask her, is it because he loves you?
No, same
or
question.
because
No.
Same way.
No, just the way it is written down there.
phrasing.
Phrase it just the way it's written down there.
I will.
I think that she'll say because I saw something I didn't see the day before or something.
Right, okay.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
Just say it the way it is in the card.
You saw
But he has to
something?
give an answer.
Yeah, saw something you didn't see
Answer
before.
the question. No, I answered the question. What? What's the question?
You're directing the direction.
No, either he loves me, or he's up to something.
No, because I love her, not because I'm up to something.
Oh, I thought he meant the other one.
No.
See how unclear
See,
things
I'm so
are.
glad that you. Thank you, fellas.
So just read it to her just the way it is. and
He
you'll
loves
see.
me is the way it is.
Yes.
Okay, I'll say it.
Gone crazy, but
Yeah, he's crazy in love with her. Here she comes now. Before I forget the question altogether. Joan.
Yes.
I
thought you'd never ask.
Yes, here we come now. Ron starts bringing home 24 long-stem roses every night. Every single night. Night after night, it says here.
Pretty
How would
smelly
you-
house.
Yeah. How would you interpret his floral message as he loves me or he's up to something?
Well, my husband is a very smart man. And I think that only a very stupid man, if he is up to something, starts bringing red roses. That's like saying I have something to apologize for. So I would say that bringing the red roses would mean that he loves me because they
You
do
got
mean-
it, that's it. You got the whole thing for the red section. May be confusing, but he got it. Thank you, Joan and Ron. Get the whole thing for the red section. That's $150 for them. We'll come back with question number 2 in just a minute for you. Oh, my.
Looking for love? Then strut your stuff. Agree on everything. And have a backup plan for getting out. Buzzers Got Buzz, the 90s classic dating show with me, Annie Wood. Saturday nights at 7.
I got all the money so far. Ladies, the two of you get invitations to 3 different parties on the same night. Jackie Kennedy Onassis will fly you to her party in New York. The Jimmy Carters will fly you to theirs in Plains, Georgia. And Rona Barrett wants you to come to hers right here in Hollywood. Which party would you go to? Okay? You can go to Jackie Kennedy Onassis will fly you to New York. The Carters will fly you to Georgia. Or Rona Barrett will have one right here. Which party will you go to? Off you go. I think we've asked this question before. We just changed presidents. You know what I mean? We just. What do you think, Dick? Which party would you go to?
Well, I think Jimmy Carter's hot right now. You know, he's got a roll going.
Yeah.
Jackie had her time, and well, Rona, you know. I would say she's going to say Plains because he is the president, and that's the office, and it's really a thrill to come in contact with that much power.
Sure.
And I think she probably thinks he's a charming guy.
Yeah,
I don't know if
cute.
he's a good president yet or not, but he's charming, and I think she'd want to get close to that.
Okay, she'll go to Plains, Georgia. Here she comes now. You both will, in fact. The two of you get the invitation, by the way. It's 3 different parties on the same night. Which party will you go to? The Onassis party in New York, the Carter party in Georgia, or Rona Barrett's party in Hollywood?
Boy, that is a tough choice, I have to tell you. I want to go to New York.
No. No.
Where
Isn't
do I
that
want to go?
interesting?
Power is beautiful. Jimmy Carter, you could see Jackie any time. You know?
Yeah, he says you go to Plains, Georgia.
Well, ask her why she wanted to do that.
Why did you want to do that?
Well, I don't really know.
Oh. I'm glad that wasn't the question. New York just sounded good to you. Do you like
Yeah.
New York?
Yeah, as a place to visit, I'd rather go there than Plains, Georgia.
Yeah. Now that you mention it, huh? Okay. Thank you, Linda. Sorry about that. Ron, what will Joan say?
Okay, well, this is tough because Joan would, I would prefer going to Plains, Georgia, and Joan may say that because of me, but I think that she would like to go to Jacqueline Onassis's party. So I'll have to go with that, because that's what, if she really had her own choice, that's what she would say.
Okay, yes, but the two of you are invited, and I'll say that again, too, so she understands that for sure. So you'll say that she will say...
But it's her choice, you're saying. It's what she wants to do.
Well, the two of you get the invitation.
Yeah.
To go. And then last part of it says, which party would you go to? You're both invited, but
Okay,
I am
well,
asking the ladies.
She's going to answer. I don't know what she's going to say. She's going to answer just the way I told you. We'll have a fight about it.
How did you tell us?
And she's going to say,
She's
we
going
want
to go to New York.
New York.
Okay,
Yeah.
here she comes now. The two of you get invitations to those three parties. Same night.
I want to go to all of them.
Okay. Jackie Onassis in New York, the Carters in Georgia, or Rona Barrett here in Hollywood. Which party would you go to, Joan?
Well, by the process of elimination, I think I have to do it. Going to Rona Barrett's, there would be nobody there that I hadn't met before or seen before at a dozen other parties, so I wouldn't want to go there. Jimmy Carter, Ron knows that I'm not very politically oriented, so I really wouldn't want to go there. So it is Jackie Onassis Kennedy.
That's the one. You got it. Jackie Onassis Kennedy, but we know what you meant. Absolutely right. Thank you, Joan. Dan, what will Joanna do?
I haven't any idea what she's going to say. But I really would be totally surprised if she wanted to go to Georgia for any reason. No offense out there in Georgia. But that just really isn't where she's coming from, I don't believe. And if she chose New York, she's going to go alone, because I wouldn't go to New York if all three of them were having their parties in New York. But she is a gossip freak, and I would say she's going to say Rona Barrett.
Oh, she is.
That's only because
pick up some good leads.
That's
huh?
the way it goes, gang.
Okay.
That's all. I'm just going because of where her interests lie, and
Right.
and you know, and if you want to know who married whom and when and why, ask her. She knows.
She knows.
She reads all
I can't
the
wait to get her out here.
Yeah, that's right.
Here she comes now. The two of you get these invitations, Joanna, to the three parties, right?
I'm glad you said the two of us, because here I've been sitting thinking I'm going by myself.
No, it says the two of you get the invitation, but we are asking the
Probably
ladies.
go to a different party then.
The same night, Jackie Kennedy Onassis will fly to New York, the Carters will fly to Georgia, and Rona Barrett will have a party right here in Hollywood.
Carters are going to fly us to Georgia.
To Plains, Georgia, right.
And Rona's got her party right here in Hollywood.
That's true.
I'd like to go to Jackie's.
No! Isn't that interesting?
Who did he say? Who did
He
he say?
said that you would love to come out to Rona's party and see what's going on and hear all the stuff.
Is that Rowan sitting in the
Yes,
blue
it is.
section?
I believe it is.
All right.
You really want to go to New York, do you?
I think you're going to be alone.
Drop me a card.
Look at this. Joan and Ron get the whole thing again. The red section has got $300 at halftime. Step to the rear, fellas. We'll change places. We'll bring the ladies out front. We'll continue with the second half of Tattletales after this message for you. See you in a moment.
Drawing blanks. You didn't get it.
I didn't get it.
Point blank.
Is your husband here?
No.
Match game. Filling in the blanks. Weekdays at 5 on Buzz.
One quick thing. At the end of the show, whichever couple has the most money, we will add a bonus of $1,000, which those 100 people in their rooting section will then divide, which is not bad. And, yeah, why not? And then, too, we have a machine out in the lobby, a check writing machine. It's computerized, and when you walk out of here today, ladies and gentlemen, that check will be put right in your hot little hand, and you can take it home with you, which is very nice. How often do you get paid the same day you do anything, huh? Hardly ever. Okay, if you're ready, fellas, this question is for you. It's worth $150. You got to play catch up to Joan and Ron. In how many languages can you say I love you? That's it. In how many languages can you say I love you? Think it over. And we'll be back with you in a moment. We'll start with you, Joan. How many?
I was just counting.
Oh, okay. Well, go ahead.
Exactly, do we have to hit this on the head?
Yes.
All right, well, English, Italian, French, German, Dutch.
Ron,
he's been pretty busy.
Yeah. He gets around, doesn't he?
Isn't it? There has, tell me a few more. 5. I would say 5 or 6. I'm sure there has to be another one. Can I say 5 or 6, or do I have to be exact?
No, you have to be exact unless he says 5 or 6. And you don't want to take the chance.
All right, well, I'll say 5.
You'll say 5. All right.
Yes.
Here he comes
He
now.
knows more.
Shh, here he comes. Ron, in how many languages can you say I love you?
Bert, you mean the exact number?
Yes, sir.
I
think it over.
Lived overseas for 14 years, and I traveled, throughout the world. And I mean, I suppose, I can say it in many languages.
Pick a number.
I've never thought. You want me to pick a number?
Yes, sir.
Well, certainly over.
Well, we need an exact number.
An exact number.
Yeah, because we have a number from John.
Lucky number 7.
No, she said 5. She said it might be 5 or 6.
I can say it at 7 right now if you want.
Can you say it
What
in
are
7?
the 7?
Dutch,
Yeah, we
German,
know that.
French, Spanish, Italian, English.
You forgot one.
And I've got one more coming
Portuguese?
up. And Portuguese.
Portuguese. How do you say I love you in Portuguese?
No, you of course it'll go right up.
I'm sorry.
I said 5.
No, 7.
7. Okay.
Te amo.
Te amo. Oh, it's nice. It sounds good in any language, doesn't
toughie.
it? Joanna, what will Dan say? How many languages can he say I love you in?
I mean, really say it, right?
Not do it.
Just
Say it.
I didn't know there was a language in which you did it. That's a dirty language. Let me think. I suppose to really say it, and I'm not just meaning like pigeon say it. I would say to really tell a woman that he loves her, I would think 2.
2.
Uh-huh.
Which are? English, probably.
Well, I figure that's safe.
Yeah.
And French.
English and French.
Yeah.
Okay, here he comes now. Let's see what it is. Dan, in how many languages?
Como vedi?
I beg your pardon? I was going to say God bless you.
What did he say?
I don't know. What language?
Well, counting Pakistani and Sanskrit.
Yes.
Arabic and Aramaic. Mohawk.
Come on.
3.
No, she said 2. She missed it by 1.
What's your third one?
What is the third one?
They said not body language does not count. What is your... Oh, Italian.
Italian? Oh, she said English and French.
Oh, that should be.
And she forgot Italian. That was Italian, wasn't it?
Spanish.
Spanish.
Oh, see, I didn't know that one. It's pretty obvious. I'm sorry.
Sorry about that. No one's gotten it right yet. You can get the whole thing here. Linda, what do you think? What will Dick say?
Well, banana section, here we go.
Oops.
1.
1. And could you give us a hint what language that is?
No.
I think that's cheating.
We don't have to name the language, right?
No, you don't have to name it. It's 1. Here he comes. Dick, how many languages can you say I love you in?
1.
That's right! You got it. And you got the whole thing, too. By golly. Now saying I love you. Linda and Dick get the whole $150. Onward we go. Okay, hold it. Here we come. Fellas, this question is for you also. It is worth $300, and this is how it goes. What do you consider yourself better at? Making money or making love? Okay? What do you consider yourself better at? Making money or making love? Goodbye. We're talking to the men. It's for you. Just for you. Goodbye. And we'll start with you, Joanna.
I'm first, right?
Yes, dear.
What he considers himself better at?
Yes.
Making love.
Making love. You know, I got a hunch.
I wouldn't be here.
I got a hunch he's pretty good at both. You know what I mean? I don't.
Who told you?
No.
Wait, the word's getting out.
You
Wait a
took
minute.
care of the love part. I meant the other part. He didn't
Oh,
do, you know, he's not doing bad. Yeah. Okay, you'll say making love. Here he comes. Dan, what do you consider yourself better at?
How come you didn't include basket weaving and pottery? as long as you're recounting lost skills. I'm going to say love.
That's it. You got it. Recounting lost skills, eh? Thank you, Dan. Linda, what will Dick say?
I hope he says making love.
Uh-huh. Is that your answer?
That's my answer.
Your answer is making love. Here he comes. Dick, what do you consider yourself better at, making money or making love? And you can get back in this game in a big way right now.
There was a time in my life that I thought I was fantastic at both, and that has passed me by. And since I'm, well, I guess I should be, I think, I don't know what to say. What is this question? I say, see, I always made money with my brother, so I would say making love.
That's right.
Oh, thank you, Lord.
That's so funny. The opposite choice was with your brother, right? Thank you,
We do everything
Dick.
as a unit.
You're absolutely right. Joan, this will decide the game right here and now. Yes, ma'am.
Oh, well, Ron is good at everything he does, except sports. But I would say, given the choice, making love.
Making love. Better at making love than making money.
Yep. Do you agree?
Here he comes now. Ron, what do you consider yourself better at, making money or making love? And this is the game right here.
It's a naughty question, isn't it, Bert? I'll probably set my sex life back 4 or 5 years, but making love.
That's right. You got it. You all got it. Oddly enough, they all said love. We split it 3 ways. Time is up, and the red section wins it. We'll come back in just a moment to give the red section all their money. See you in just a moment. $1,400, which is not bad, right, Ken? Thank you all for being with us, and thank you for watching us on Tattletales. Bert Conde saying so long. I'll see you next time.
This is Gene Wood speaking for Tattletales from our Goodson Bill Todman production. As we play the game of celebrity gossip, Tattletales. And here's the star of Tattletales, Bert Conde.
Hello, everybody. Thank you. And welcome to Tattletales, and thank you, too. That was nice. Are you knitting something there? What is that?
What?
Are you knitting something you have in your lap there? What is that you have in your lap?
Well, I just bought it in case I needed something to keep me warm.
In case you needed something to keep you warm? Yeah. You don't need that. Give me that thing. You don't need something to keep you warm. Listen, we're going to have a good time. I promise you that, because I know who's in back of me and you don't, but you're going to meet him now. Winning money this evening for the blue section from Maud, Mr. Bill Macy and his wife, Samantha Harper. Winning money for the banana section this evening from Emergency, Mr. Bobby Troop and his wife, Julie London. And winning money for the red section from Three's Company, John Ritter and his wife, Nancy Morgan. Is that the first time anybody in public has ever said, and his wife?
Yes, it is.
Because you're newlyweds, and
yes, we've been married a week, and so far it's working out.
So far it's okay. Well, those Hollywood marriages, you see, some of them hang on. Ladies, the first question is for you. We're going to start right off the bat. You are in the south of France, and literally everybody is going to the only beach available, which is a nude beach. You finally decide to go. It's the only one available. And you are now lying down for the first time. Question, do you lie on your stomach or on your back? That's the question. You're at a nude beach, ladies. It's in the south of France. It is the only one available, and everybody's going. So you go too, right? And you are now lying down for the very first time, and the question is, do you lie on your stomach or on your back? I can hardly wait. Off you go to hear the answer. Hi there.
Samantha would lie on her back.
She would?
Yes.
Why is that?
This is
Personal and private, ladies and gentlemen, so I will only tell you, and you will not tell Samantha.
Okay.
She's not so keen about her shoulder blades.
I see. Well, I can understand why you wouldn't want to spread that around.
Well, that's exactly right. And we went to Hawaii on our honeymoon, John, 2 years ago. We're only married 2 years. And I took some photographs and so on. And some of them, you know, like the normal shot, and some of them when I stood behind her and I got her and the Hawaiian area and the water and everything.
Yes.
And her shoulder blades were so prominent that she was even thinking of surgery.
Do they do a shoulder blade job now? I didn't know that.
Yes. In any event, for those very reasons, I think that Samantha would lie on her back.
On her back.
And, you know, just maybe keep her eyes closed or something.
Yeah, because she's got bad blades.
I think they're marvelous. She thinks so.
That's funny. Here she comes. Hey, Sam, you going to lie on your back or on your stomach?
I'm going to lie on my back.
That's right. That's what the man said. And he did.
That's the wife.
Either whatever. We already know why.
Well, I couldn't see anything if I was lying on my stomach.
Oh, you couldn't see anything. Oh, that's her reason. We have another reason, which you will be totally amazed at when you hear it. Thank you, Sam. Bobby, what will Julie do? Back or stomach?
Well, Julie would look provocative either way.
That's for sure.
But she doesn't like nude beaches.
No.
Because so many people look dreadful nude.
Yes.
That's really why I don't like them.
Yeah,
She'd lie on her stomach.
She would lie on her stomach?
Yes, unquestionably.
Okay. Any particular reason why? Just
she's got dynamite blades.
Got great blades. Okay. We'll buy that. Thank you. She'll lie on her stomach. Here she comes. Julie, what are you going to do? You have to go to the nude beach, whether you like it or not. It's the only one available. What are you going to do? There you are. Are you going to lie on your back or on your stomach?
Well, let's see, Bert. I'm not too hung up on group nudity, so I would think I would show less if I were lying on my tummy.
That's what the man said. He didn't say that, but he said you would lie on your tummy. That's what he said.
What did he say, Bert?
Never mind.
Okay.
Just enough to win. It's just perfect is what he said. John, what will Nancy do?
Well, I think, you know, she likes to read a lot, and I think that, you know, if she lied on her back, there's the eventuality of someone kicking sand in her face. So, you know how those nude beaches are.
Yeah.
So, I would say, I think she would do it on her stomach.
She would lie on her stomach?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd go with the stomach over the back.
You would go with the stomach over the back?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I can understand that. Yes? You all agree with that? Okay, here she comes. Nancy, what are you going to do? You have to go to this nude beach because it's the only one available. And you finally decide you're going to go, and there you are. Now, you're going to lie on your back or on your stomach?
I'm going to lie on my stomach.
That's what the man said, and you're right. And you're all right. We split that 3 ways. It wasn't so hard, but we had a good time getting there, didn't we? See you in a moment with question number 2, and don't go away. We have this message for you.
Hero when she refused to give up her seat on a segregated bus in Alabama. Her courage sparked 2 decades of protests, earning her the title, the First Lady of Civil Rights. In 1980, Parks appeared on To Tell the Truth.
Will the real Rosa Parks please stand up?
Keep watching for more of our salute to African American greats, right here on Buzzer.
Here we go. Question number 2 coming up, and this is it. Ladies, it is for you. We have a 3-way tie. Everybody's friendly and happy at this point. We're going to file you up now. If you could have dinner alone with one of the following men, which would you choose? Burt Reynolds, Jimmy Carter, or Woody Allen? Okay? Listen, and the way to play this game, ladies, you answer it honestly, and the guy's got to figure out how you're going to answer. It's the best and only way to play this game. If you could have dinner alone with one of the following men, which would you choose? Burt Reynolds, Jimmy Carter, or Woody Allen? Off you go. And I know Burt watches every day, so Burt, I mean, you know, you take your chances, kid. What do you think, Bobby?
Well, I think we can eliminate Jimmy Carter immediately.
We can?
Yes, she would rather not have dinner with him.
Okay. I don't know if he watches every day, so I'm not too worried.
I think that Julie loves a sense of humor. So this is why I'm torn between Burt Reynolds and Woody Allen. Woody Allen has an incredible sense of humor, and so does Burt Reynolds.
Burt has a wonderful sense of humor.
As far as... Burt Reynolds is more attractive physically.
There's no question about that. I don't...
So I think she'd combine the two, the physical attractiveness plus the sense of humor, and take Burt Reynolds.
She'll take Burt Reynolds,
I think
okay. Good. I'm so glad I can call him now. Let's bring Julie on. Julie, which one of those men would you like to have dinner with alone? Would you choose Burt Reynolds, Jimmy Carter, or Woody Allen?
Boy, this is really a toss-up between two. I think I will say Burt Reynolds.
That's the one. That's good game playing, Bobby. You followed that out logically for her. That's terrific. Any particular reason, Julie? He asked silly question.
Oh, no.
No. That's probably the dumbest thing I ever said in 4 years. Thank you, Julie. John, what will Nancy say?
Well, I met Burt Reynolds. I was doing this film, and Nancy met him too. So, you know, we don't want to repeat ourselves. So we already ate with Burt. No, let's.
Already did that. Okay.
I would say Jimmy Carter. I mean, it's sort of nice to sup with the Prez.
Yeah.
You know?
Or eat dinner with the president is good too.
Either one.
You want to do that?
And Woody Allen would probably make her laugh so much, you know, she'd get indigestion. I would say Jimmy.
You'll say Jimmy, huh? Jimmy Carter? I really believe have dinner with Jimmy Carter. Bring it on, please. Nancy, who are you going to have dinner with alone? You can choose one of these dynamite fellas. Burt Reynolds, Jimmy Carter, or Woody Allen.
I think we're gonna mess up here. I would say Woody Allen.
No.
Jimmy Carter, right?
Right. Second guesses don't count here.
I know.
First guesses count.
That's who you would go to lunch with, John.
No, I'd go with Burt.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
He said Jimmy Carter,
I'm
yeah.
sorry.
You would rather have dinner with Woody Allen? Why?
Oh, because he's got to be a lot of fun with a neat friend like Diane Keaton around, and not to mention that he's wonderful.
Oh, isn't that interesting? You want to get to meet Diane through Woody? Okay,
No, I just think she's so lovely, and they're
She
pals,
is.
and they've got to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I would think so too.
I should have said what John would have said.
Don't
it's
kick
all right.
yourself,
No, you got
Nancy.
plenty
We
of
can
time.
come back. You know, it's only a
That
game.
$300 question's coming up.
You don't have to kick yourself. The red section will do it for you.
Yeah, I know. Sorry.
Sam will say what, Bill? Which one of those three guys?
It's a very tough question, as you know, but Sam is from the South, and I would think she's partial to have dinner with President Carter, but I guess they both had enough grits that maybe they could pass. And she met Woody once in an interview for one of his films, and I don't know how pleased she was. I think he said she was too tall.
Oh.
He was in the bathtub at the time.
Oh.
And Burt Reynolds, everybody wants to have dinner with Burt. Tough question, Burt.
Yeah. Probably why we asked it.
Well, I'm going to go for Woody Allen, just because I think she would consider it a gas.
Okay. A gas, eh?
That's
Yeah. I know what that means.
What do you mean, no? If I said, which one would you have me vote for, everybody there would split it down the middle anyway.
That's
Burt,
right. That's
President,
right.
or Woody.
You're right. Go for Woody Allen. That's who you want. Do it. Come on, Bill. Say what you want. Do you want Woody Allen, Bill?
Burt Reynolds.
Okay, Burt Reynolds. Here she comes. Sam, you're going to have dinner alone with one of these guys. You can choose one of them. Who would it be? Burt Reynolds, Jimmy Carter, or Woody Allen?
I want all three.
Okay. But if you had to pick one.
I have gone over and over and over this. I'm just going to make a stab and say Jimmy Carter.
No. That was third choice, as a matter of fact. Now who do you think it was?
Burt Reynolds?
That's right. That's what he said.
I love all three of those guys.
Well, sure. That's why we made it tough for you.
Oh, shucks.
I'm
that's
so
really
sorry,
hard.
but Julie and Bobby aren't. They get the whole thing for the banana section at halftime. Gentlemen, step to the rear if you will. We'll bring the ladies front center. We'll come back with the second half of Tattletales after this message for you. See you later.
Tired of your...
A recent psychological study claims that hostility and anger between a man and a woman can be sexually stimulating. Have you ever, in your experience, found this to be true? Yes or no? In your experience. Could be wherever or whenever. Goodbye. We'll start with you, Nancy. What do you think,
Start
John?
with me?
Yes, what will John say to this?
After only 7 days? How would I know? No.
But I said in your experience.
Well, I would say no.
You say no. He's not...
Oh, now am I answering for him? Well,
Yes,
he would say,
that's
in
right.
his experience.
I'm asking him.
No.
After only 7 days, you got it right already, haven't you?
I don't know.
I'm answering for him, no.
No idea.
No, you don't think so? Have you had a fight yet?
No, we don't really fight.
Yeah.
You know, we really are good talkers, and we get right down to things and talk anything out, you know,
Really?
for years now, but we don't
Yes.
fight.
Yes.
So
No.
that's why I'm going to say that.
Okay, so you'll say no, it hasn't ever.
We play fight, but I don't know if that wouldn't count.
No, that's another thing altogether.
Yeah.
I mean, that could lead to trouble every time.
Yes, never
That-
mind, never mind.
Okay,
I didn't say
you'll
that.
say the answer is no.
No.
Here he comes. John.
Oh, what is it, Bert?
Oh.
What do you want from me?
Boy, do you get cranky in the evening.
It's hostile.
Have you ever, in your experience, found that that is true, that anger and hostility between a man and woman can be sexually stimulating?
No.
Good.
That's right. That's
Good boy.
Tried to fool us, didn't we? We thought for sure you were going to be hostile and angry there. Sam, what about Bill? What would he say to this?
Well, he's never told me about any particular situation, but I have a feeling yes. I mean, we've read things and we've read plays and stuff where that was a subject that was dealt with.
Yes.
And we've talked about it.
Yes.
And I'm just going to say, I would imagine in his long life, somewhere that must have happened.
Must have happened someplace, but not with you two. That's not the question. I'm just prying.
Not as far as I know.
Okay. Not as far as you remember. It's like me. They tell me I'm having a wonderful time. Yeah, you'll say, he will say yes. Right?
Yeah, I'm going to
Okay.
go for it.
Here he
We're
goes.
down anyway.
All right. Shh. Bill, anger and hostility between a man and a woman, they say, can be sexually stimulating. Have you ever, in your experience, found this to be true?
I love you, yes.
That's right. That's what he said. Okay. You mean you've come right out of a fight, huh? Right?
Oh, I'm mad as hell. I'm not going to take it anymore. Let's go to the bedroom.
Yes, right. Okay. Are you talking? You're not talking to me, are you, Bill? I'm sorry. What will Bobby say, Julie?
Now, you're sure he knows who's who? I mean...
If I have to explain that to him, I think we've got big trouble here.
Because we both react totally different to the whole thing. So as long as he knows
that I'm asking him?
Yes. Then I would say yes. Yes means...
Yes, he has found that it's true in his experience.
Yes,
that anger
right.
and hostility can
Right.
be sexually
Yes,
stimulating.
yes, for
Okay.
him.
For him, not for you.
No.
No. No, you punch. Whoa, I understand. I know what you mean. Here he comes. Bobby, anger and hostility between a woman, this psychological study claims, can be sexually stimulating. Have you ever, in your experience, found that this to be true? Yes or no?
On March 24th, Julie and I will have been together 24 years, and we've had so many fights, I couldn't possibly remember how many. But fighting and hostility turned her off immediately. But I'm ready to make up right away, so I would say yes.
That's right! That's what you said! Can't believe it. That's wonderful. I mean, that's not easy, gang. You split that 3 ways. You did that beautifully. All right, here we go. This question is worth $300, and this will decide it, and anybody can win. Ready to go, guys? It's for you. Men, you're at home, and the phone rings. And you and your wife pick up different extensions at the same time. An unfamiliar male voice asks to speak to your wife. Now, will you immediately hang up on your end, or will you hang on a few seconds to find out who it is? Okay. You're at home, both of you, the phone rings, you both pick up the different extensions at the same time. An unfamiliar male voice asks to speak to your wife. Will you immediately hang up on your end, or will you hang on a few seconds to find out who it is? Must have happened. Off you go. Good question, huh? I'm thinking about it. Sam, what will Bill say?
Oh, that's such a low blow, that question.
No. Why?
It happens.
I know, but it's something that you never really think about. You know, it's like one of those very gray areas.
Yeah, sneaky is what
Sneaky,
it is.
yeah. I mean, it's, I'm going to say he'd hang on.
He would. Find out who it is. He'd
Yeah.
be curious, eh? Is he the jealous type?
No, not on the surface, no. He's very cool.
Not on the
and he
surface.
knows that I'm an outrageous flirt, and I really like people, especially men.
Yes.
But I think he'd be curious enough to...
Well, since if you're an outrageous flirt, he better be curious. Yeah. All right, you'll say the answer is yes.
Yeah.
Here he comes. He'll hang on. I mean, that's what we meant. Hello there. Bill, what would you do now? You both pick up the phone. You hear a man's voice, unfamiliar too, and he has to speak to Sam. Would you hang up immediately, or will you hang on a few seconds to find out who it is?
Secure though I may be, I will still hang on a few seconds.
That's what the lady said. Yeah, it's an interesting situation. Nancy, has it ever come up? And if it ever
Yes,
does...
and it always sounds like I'm talking in an echo chamber, and for sure the other people know that there's someone listening in.
That he's still there.
That he's still there. He never hangs up.
He wouldn't hang up.
He'll listen to
Really?
the
All
entire-
right.
Even if it's just the cleaners or something, he's on there. So if
the
he
old-
gets this one wrong...
That's the oldest dodge. Hi, it's Bill from the cleaners.
Yeah.
Wait for the click. Is he gone? Okay. Okay, you'll say yes, he will hang on. Here
He'll
he
hang
comes.
on.
John, what are you going to do? The phone rings at your house. You both pick up different extensions. You hear an unfamiliar male voice ask for Nancy. Are you going to hang up immediately, or are you going to stick around, hang on, and find out who it is?
Well, to make sure it's not obscene, I'd stick around.
Yeah, that's what you said. You do. Just to check things out, right? Yeah, you understand, right?
Not that I'm nosy, it's just that I'm cautious. Do you know what I'm talking
Yes,
about?
oh yes, I do
You
know,
know what
I do know. Listen, this makes it interesting because this will decide the game. The last question, the last answer, down to the wire, as they say. What would Bobby do? What does he do? Does it ever happen?
Are you kidding? Bobby is not only jealous, he is so sneaky. If I'm talking to someone on the set, he's behind the thing, trying to get a little thing
he
going.
is, eh?
Yeah. Oh, he would never hang up, ever.
He'd just hang around and listen.
Oh, you bet.
How do you react to that? Do you ever say, Bobby, do you mind?
Yeah.
Do you?
Mm-hmm.
And he doesn't get off?
No.
No, he stays.
Then he stays on longer.
Because then he's sure something's
Yeah,
going on.
right.
Okay, the answer is he would stick around to find out who
Oh,
it
you
is.
bet.
Here he comes. Bobby, it's up to you. This is it. You can win the whole thing for the bananas right here. You're both at home. The phone rings. You both pick up different extensions. An unfamiliar male voice asks to speak to Julie. What will you do? Will you immediately hang up, or will you hang on a few seconds to find out who it is?
I will not only hang on for a few seconds, I will listen to the whole conversation.
That's it. You got it. Everybody got it. We split it 3 ways. However, time is upon us, and the bananas have won it. We'll come back in just a moment and give the bananas their bananas because they're going what they're supposed to go. Bananas.
These people are here to pick up the same.
They will divide 1,350 big ones. That's nice. Well, listen, gang. What do you got coming up? Bill, you've got Maud going strong. That's
Well,
for sure.
besides Maud, I'm very lucky. I think there's a slight chance to be nominated for an Oscar for that part I did last year in The Late Show with
Yes.
Art Carney and Lily Tomlin.
Oh, good.
And in
Wonderful.
case I'm not nominated, I'm going to spend a lot of money in trying to get it.
Do it. And we'll look for Bobby and Julie on Emergency, of course, and John on Three's Company. Continued good
I
success.
have a parade coming up in Barstow if
I'm
anybody's
certainly
out
glad to
there.
hear that. Thank you all for being with us this evening, and thank you for watching us here on Tattletales. Bert Thomas saying so long. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.
This program has been edited for broadcast. This is Gene Wood speaking for Tattletales. A Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production.
watching Game Show Network.
From Television City in Hollywood, it's Tattletales. Welcome to the game of celebrity gossip, Tattletales. And now, here's the star of Tattletales, Bert Convey.
Hi, thank you so much. Hi, y'all. Hello, everybody at home. Thank you for tuning Tattletales in. Today, we're starting with a new group. 3 beautiful couples, talented, intelligent, wise, witty, and you'll be the judge of that, won't you? Winning money today for the blues section, Shirley Jones and Marty Engels. Winning money for the banana section today from Dallas, Morgan Brittany and Jack Gill. And winning money for the red section today, Ann Doyle, and from Charlie's Angels, David Doyle. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You're not all rookies. Ann and David, you've been here before.
Yes.
You know how this goes.
Yes.
The other 2 couples, you're brand new, right? Rookies all.
No, I've played it before.
Were you here before?
Well, no.
How quickly I forget.
Not here. A long time ago. But
Oh, you mean in
yeah, when it was on before.
when it was on before?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Before Bert.
Well, you mean when it was in New York, when it was called He Said, She Said?
That's right.
I did it then too.
Yeah. Did
remember?
you do that?
Yeah. Do you remember when it was called? Well, I think that was that local. Well, who cares? Here you are. I'm glad you're here. Welcome, Morgan. Welcome, Jack. This first question is for the guys, and you fellas, you have to remember, you answer the way you think is best, not the way you think your lady friend is going to answer best. Okay? Here it comes. Which would you rather be, President of the United States or President of this television network? Goodbye. Oh. Good question. Shirley, it's kind of interesting for you because you have just done a pilot for this network.
That's right.
So I'm asking Marty, which would he rather be? And what do you think he would say?
I think he'd say neither, but I guess I have to make a choice,
Yeah.
right?
You don't think he'd want to be the president of either one?
If he had to make a choice, I would say President of the United States.
You would?
Mhm.
Why?
Well, I really think, he's not thrilled with television executives, number one,
Yes.
usually.
Yes.
And, he doesn't like all the fights that the networks go through. And he likes power, so why not be the top executive,
Right.
President of the United
Sounds good to
States?
me, doesn't it to you guys? Get it all if you can get it. All right. He'll say of the U.S. Here he comes. President of what? Shall we call you Mr. President? You, Marty.
Oh, me, I'm sorry. I wasn't. I was moving in the furniture to the White House while you were talking.
Is that your answer?
No. Yes. Power.
President of the United States, and you got it. Okay. Shirley gave us a hint, but why would you not want to be the president of this network, Marty? Watch yourself.
Only because President of the United States is vaster and it's a sphere of influence and everybody loves you.
Yes.
Few guys hate you, but
Got a rumble here from the audience, didn't we, huh?
It would be cute for about an hour.
Yeah, that's right. You're right, Marty. Thank you. Morgan, what will Jack say?
Well, let's see. Being President of the United States, if he was that, he'd probably do a lot of car jumps, and make the country very nervous.
Yeah, we have to explain. Maybe we don't have to, but Jack is a stuntman, so
Right.
So that's what you meant by car jumps.
That's what I mean. Since he worked on The Dukes of Hazzard for 3 years, and that's a CBS show, I would say he would want to be president of this network.
President of this network.
Yes.
Fine.
I hope.
What a fine, upstanding man he is, too. Bring him on. Yellow section's a little restless with that answer. They're not sure. Jack, what do you feel? How do you feel about that?
I don't think there's any doubt in my mind. I would have to be president of this television network.
That's the one.
And
How about that? Why, you're absolutely right, Jack. You can hear by the shriek that went up, but why wouldn't you want to be president of the United States?
too much responsibility, I think.
Yeah, but not for the network, eh?
Well...
That's great.
That's good.
Sure, I don't want to run a country with this as a snap.
Boy, I'm telling you.
It's tough either way. Ann, what do you think David will say if he could choose?
Well, Marty, excuse me, but David always thinks that someone has to be a little insane to want to be president of the United States. At least that's what I think I remember him telling me. Even though to to be president of the network is no guarantee of a steady job.
That's for sure. They're about the same, I think, President of the United States and a network.
Yeah, just about. But at least you don't have to worry about planes being shot out of the sky. I'll say the network.
Okay. Only have to worry about series being shot out of the sky.
That's right.
Okay, you say President of the network. Here
Yeah.
he comes. David, which will it be, sir?
I think I will start with the network.
That's the one. You're right. Everybody was right. That was pretty easy for you. We'll split the first one 3 ways. We'll come back
Start with
and
the
split a
network.
lot more of them. Maybe not 3 ways. President of the United States.
The brand new limited edition Disney Winnie the Pooh postage stamps are now available. The International Collectors Society is now offering the only collector set ever issued to commemorate the evolution of Winnie the Pooh from a real bear born in Winnipeg, Canada, to a cartoon icon beloved around the world. Demand for this limited edition set has been so overwhelming, experts are already predicting this set will be prized by you and your loved ones for generations to come. Not available at your local post office, you can only get them through this special television offer. The complete set of stamps is only $9.95. You'll also receive a numbered certificate of authenticity and a protective display holder. But that's not all. When you order, you'll also get this beautiful Disney Winnie the Pooh airmail stamp, an $8 value absolutely free. Remember, you get the legal tender Disney Winnie the Pooh stamps, a numbered certificate of authenticity, and protective display holder, all for $9.95. And when you act now, you'll also receive this stunning Disney Winnie the Pooh airmail stamp, an $8 value absolutely free. There's a limit of 6 per household. Call toll-free now.
An early caveman invented the wheel. He had no idea how many wonderful inventions he had just made possible. The wheelbarrow, the bicycle, the automobile. But it wasn't until 1975 that the wheel would finally reach its ultimate destiny. And today, thanks to our ingenious ancestors, you can freewheel it 5 days a week with Pat and Vanna, only on Game Show Network. Don't miss Wheel of Fortune at 11 a.m. Eastern, when everything comes full circle.
Here we go. Question number 2 coming up. Have a 3-way tie to start things off, guys. Listen to this one. $150 on this one as well for your rooting sections. Which of the 2 of you would you say initiated your last romantic interlude? You or your wife? Goodbye. Oh, that's a terrible thing to do.
Oh.
But why not? We're all friends here.
Mm-hmm.
Morgan, and you know,
me
yeah, you're going to start it off. You were looking so
Great.
calm and collected there. Which of the 2 of you would you say? I think maybe a kind of an important phrase in there. Would you say initiated your last romantic interlude? What do you think Jack will say? Remember, I'm asking Jack too.
Yeah. Gosh, let me think here. Well, Jack and I have only been married for 9 months, so we've had this long romantic interlude.
Oh, I see. Well, thank you for coming down today. We appreciate it.
Thank you. It's been terrific. Let's see. I would have to say that he did.
You
he,
say
he initiated
he
it.
initiated
yeah, because
the-
he's a very romantic guy.
Yes, of course. He's also a stuntman, which means he's probably strong and...
Yes, very. Yes.
Now, why do you laugh when I say stuntman? You have terrible, filthy minds. You really do.
No, it's wonderful.
You'll say Jack then. Of course,
Okay.
here he comes. Jack, which of the 2 of you would you say did initiate the last romantic interlude?
Well, seeing as we've only been married for 9 months now, it's more or less both of us, but let me think. It would have to be Morgan. It would have
No,
to be.
it would not.
Oh,
be
no.
Morgan. She said it would have to be you. Would you like to explain that to him, Morgan? Or
Jack. Hello, Jack.
Morgan to Jack, come in.
We've been having a 9-month romantic interlude, and
Did I miss one somewhere?
you asked me to marry you, didn't you? Yeah, that's okay.
That's all right. Hey,
it's
listen,
both of us.
to err is human, after all.
That's right.
Rookie, who said that? What will David say, Ann?
Oh, we go the other way. It's almost 13 years for us. I'll say David.
David
Yeah.
was the last initiator.
Yeah.
Okay, here he comes. We'll find out. David, who would you say did initiate the last romantic interlude?
I think the lady always starts.
No, that's very interesting. Ann said you. Why do you say the lady always starts?
Well, I don't know that she starts it, but I mean, I've grown up with a lot of fellows who have told me about all the girlfriends, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, and I swear that it's the lady that lets her
maneuvers the thing to anything that occurs.
You think so, huh?
Oh, yeah, thank God. I mean, there are a lot of healthy ladies out there. Make a lot of guys very happy.
What you're really saying is that nothing's going to happen unless the lady wants
Unless
it
the
to.
lady, I've never heard of any guy that really talked some girl into falling madly in love with him.
Oh, really? Well, maybe we should have a talk after the show, because Marty has some tips for you.
Oh, okay. I'll check one.
What do you think? What will he say?
Very definitely me.
Really?
Definitely.
Oh, wonderful. Oh. See, you're right, David. Mercy. Okay, he'll say you.
Oh, yes. Marty's always on the telephone and
He's busy.
always busy, and
Yeah.
so very
You have to say,
definitely me.
excuse me, sir.
Uh-huh.
I got it. Here he comes. You can get this whole thing for the blue section right here, Marty, and what we want to know, as you well know, is who did initiate the last move?
I'm trying to remember.
Is it back in '06?
No. Actually, I think it was a neighbor who... Either of us. No, do you have to tell the truth? Is this absolutely truth?
Well, sure, because I'm asking you, and...
I'll be thrown out of the club, but it was definitely Shirley.
That's the one, and you got it. And you get the whole thing for your section. Very well done. Step to the rear, ladies. It's halftime. We will bring the gentleman out front in just a moment and continue. Who initiated the last one in your house, huh? And how long ago was it?
It's the Gain Ultra 2 Show and Smell Challenge with more cleaning power. Hi, I'm the Gain Man. What's your name?
Mary DeLuca.
Mary DeLuca, can you open up this door for a second? Now, Mary, you've tried Gain Ultra 2, right?
Yes.
Tell me about Gain.
I just love it. It makes my clothes smell really fresh and it's really clean and oh, I'm so embarrassed.
Do you have some clean laundry you could bring us to the door right now? I could smell how clean it is.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll be here. Oh, sure. Now, what do you have for us here?
A towel.
And what did this look like before you washed it in Gain Ultra 2?
My kids usually clean the floor with it after they dry their hair. You know, they make a mess in the bathroom.
Well, it sure looks clean now for the challenge. Here we go. Oh, Mary, that's not just plain clean, that's Gain clean. Congratulations, you've passed the challenge.
Thank you.
Mia Hamm spends 90 minutes destroying her hair and 90 seconds bringing it back with the shampoo that conditions too, Pert Plus. Because Mia wants great hair with plenty of time for other things. Don't you? Pert Plus. Simply great hair. Simply.
You're watching Game Show Network.
I like having fresh-smelling laundry every day. So how do I keep things fresh every day and not spend my life doing laundry? Simple. I switched to Bounce. No other sheet keeps our things fresher day after day.
That's the unbeatable freshness of Bounce, which is time-released slowly to help your laundry stay fresh for up to 5 days.
Bounce helps us look and feel our best every day because it helps keep our things fresh and static-free.
More freshness that stays up to 5 days. Turn to Bounce.
Because 5 minutes can turn into 15. Because 350 degrees is different on your mother's oven. Because gas isn't the same as electric. Because sometimes you just forget. At the end of the day, greasy pots and pans everywhere need Dawn. Dawn cuts stuck on grease faster than any other liquid. So there's less for you to clean. Whatever you can dish out, Dawn can handle it. Dawn's the best at taking tough grease out of your way.
We are back after halftime. We've been having such a good time while you were gone. As you can see, I have the gentleman with me, and Marty, too, is out here. Marty, don't take offense to that.
No.
You have all the money. You have $200, and the other two guys only got 50 apiece, so they got
Because we know each other a great deal, we are terribly in love,
Yes.
and it's a mixed marriage. That's why.
A mixed marriage?
Yes.
Yeah? What do you mean by that?
She has the house.
Aha.
No.
What?
Actually, this is our first time we've been on the show. by
That's
the way.
right. Where did
I'm
you
told
two?
that if we do well here, we get a shot at the Richard Simmons show. I don't know whether that's true or not.
Where did you meet, Shirley? Because I've known you both a long time, but separately. I knew you both long before you knew each other.
It's a wonderful story. Do you have about 30 minutes?
We got about
No, it's
14
quick.
seconds.
Really quick. We met, truthfully, on the lawn of Michael Landon's home. He was giving an art exhibition, and I was having a hard time in my life, and Shirley was. And we met that day, and our anniversaries now, we spend going up to the lawn. He sometimes isn't even home. And we put a blanket out with a little champagne and a glass, and we celebrate that moment by sitting on that lawn.
I think that's very romantic and very, very nice.
Oh, God.
Now, wait a minute. Before you get too choked
And
up.
we've only had one fight in our whole life.
Yes.
It started in 1974, and it's not quite over yet. No,
Here we go. Ladies, this is for you. It's worth $150 to your rooting sections. Would you like to have a little magic bell that rings every time somebody tells you a lie? Yes or no is what we're looking for. Would you like, what we're really saying is, would you like to know every time someone's telling you a lie? Off you go. A lie, time somebody tells you. Ooh, that's kind of heavy. Jack, what do you think Morgan will say?
Heavy.
A little bell that...
Well, we don't mean a real bell that'll go off.
Cause something that you would know.
Yeah, you would know.
Oh, Lord. No, I really don't think that I would like to have a little bell. I can more or less tell.
But now I'm asking Morgan.
Her.
Oh, for Morgan.
Very important to make that difference.
2 bells.
She'd love to have a... I think she would. I really think she would like to have a bell.
That's it. You think she would, but you wouldn't really want to.
No, I don't think I would. But, boy, a bell you would sure know right off the bat, wouldn't you? You wouldn't have to even look at each other.
No. Look at each other. What an interesting phrase you just said.
I can more or less tell if I look in her eyes if either one of us are having problems with it. But I think yes, she would like it.
It's interesting. See, you related it to the two of you. She may do the same.
Oh,
although that's not what we infer here. We say every time somebody.
It could be anybody.
Could be anybody.
Yeah, but I would relate it to us because...
And she'll say she would like to know.
Yeah,
Here she
I
comes.
would think so.
Would you like to have the use of that little bell, Morgan?
Well, one of my pet peeves is anybody that lies to me. I can't stand it. So, yes, I would.
That's what the man said. Marty, don't cheer up. It's not over yet. No, you've got a lot of...
Be a sport.
You got 2 more questions.
At least.
You're going to be fine. Don't worry about it now.
Yes, that's what
but
my psychiatrist
tells
me. Yes.
David, what will Ann say to this?
Well, Ann is a very practical young lady. I will say one thing, though. I mean, she certainly allows, for what a person says, she takes it as being the truth. She is not a suspicious person by nature. Would she like to have the bell go off, immediately alerting her to the fact that it was a lie?
Yeah.
That's the question.
Yes.
Questions are very easy, aren't they? Was it an easy one?
Those answers are... I'm going to, well, it's a 50-50 chance I'll be right. I will say that her practical side will say, yes, it would make things a lot easier if immediately you knew whether you were proceeding with the truth or not. I will say, yes, she would want the bell to go off.
She'll say yes. Here she comes. And how do you feel about that?
It's a complicated question, because if it's a big lie, yes, I'd like to know.
That's what he said. You're right. You know, it's a complicated question because a lot of people will say something to you not to hurt you, but because of other things that they have in their lives. If a guy says, tell him I'll call him back. We've all heard that, haven't we?
Or when I put on 20 pounds, someone tells me how it looks like I've lost weight.
Yes, exactly. Oh, there you go. Now, that's a lie, but maybe, but it's not to hurt you, it's to help you.
That's
maybe.
right.
What do you think, Marty? How
There's
does
no
Shirley
such
feel
thing as lies to help hurt. A lie is a lie, and a lie is an ugly thing, and it depends on whether or not you like to hear ugly things. And they both like to hear ugly things. Obviously. Shirley, trust me, this is a lady that must have been made somewhere out of old Etzel parts, because she's an unusual person. She lives with love. She lives, I mean, I say this about her. I once wrote it in a poem to her, and it's true. She lives in a world of frenzy and flowers and sees only the flowers. That's the kind of person she is. She loves it. She won't eat.
I know. I'd fight you for her anytime.
You would do what? You couldn't say that.
I said I'd fight you for her anytime.
Your nose fixed, your mouth doesn't work anymore now.
I didn't slip, did I? He's
now, we're talking about lies, right? Shirley, okay, would never want to be aware that they're around. She wouldn't want to even count them against you if she knew you did it. In other words, she would not want to hear.
Not want to know.
Never.
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 The answer is no.
I'll die if she says yes.
The answer is a firm no.
A firm is
with
no.
death attached to it.
Death attached to it.
Okay, here she comes. Shirley, how do you feel about that? Would you want to know, in fact, every time somebody tells you a lie?
Definitely, yes.
No. He said definitely no. You will now die. We will take you out and have you shot. He said, if she says yes, I want to die. Now, thank God we don't take everything he says seriously.
A poem about her. Shirley, I read that you love and everything. You never want to hear of negative things.
I love the truth more than anything.
Yes.
But you hate ugliness and lies.
But there are some lies that we try to help you out.
You to butt in
I'm
here?
sorry. We'll be back in just a moment after this
How can you
message
do
for
that?
you.
I don't understand
Worth $300 coming up. And that's no lie. You son of a gun.
Are dust bunnies hiding under the chair? Is dust so thick it's everywhere? You need Static Duster, the incredible cleaning sensation that cuts your cleaning time in half. Just charge Static Duster on any TV screen. The static electricity makes hair stand on end. The charge is so powerful, dirt and dust leap onto the wand. Look, feathers and rags just push the dust around. But Static Duster lifts dust from any surface. Clean, delicate collectibles quickly and easily. It's great for louver doors and blinds, grids and grills. Cleans between slots in a flash. So fast, so easy. Clean the screen, clean under the machine. Great for all your electronics, CDs, and holders. It's the fastest way to clean books and bookshelves. Static Duster slides easily into every nook and cranny. Clean delicate breakables in seconds. You'll love it with love seats. It's the clever way to clean fancy furniture. Dust leaps off plants and silk flowers, slips into shelves, snakes around corners. Now order the amazing Static Duster for the amazing price of just $14.95. Wait, you get a second Static Duster with easy grip extension handle, great for chandeliers. It stretches to reach moldings and more. And look, it bends for those hard to reach places. It's a super dust mop for under the couch. As a bonus, you get the Tiny Duster for all those tiny dusty jobs. The complete kit only $14.95. Look again, dust literally leaps onto the duster from almost any surface. Static Duster, it's the cleaning sensation that cuts your dusting time in half. All only $14.95. Hold on to your seats. We're not through yet. You'll also get Stain Ender, the miracle stain remover that literally blasts away carpet stains so fast you won't believe your eyes. Wine, sauce, all gone in seconds. It's a $20 value and it's yours free when you order Static Duster. Here's how to order.
To order Static Duster for only $14.95 plus shipping, have your credit card ready and call 1-800-843-3773 or send check or money order to Static Duster, 8 American Way, Roanoke, Virginia. Sorry, no CODs.
We're back. Here we are. Marty is still alive, but barely hanging on. Marty, you have $200, and Jack, you and David both have $125. Now, this question is worth $300, so obviously anybody can win, except Marty. Okay. Ladies, a friend of yours tells you... Now, listen to this. I'm talking to ladies, yeah. This is for $300. Ladies, a friend of yours tells you she had an erotic dream. Which would bother you more? If she said the dream was about your husband or about you? Goodbye. Oh, my goodness.
Taxi?
We could all leave on this one, I think.
It's a dream, remember? This is, I think that's kind of an interesting choice there.
It certainly is.
What do you think Morgan was? What would, in fact, bother her more, do you think? There's a friend of hers now. A friend of yours, yeah. And it's a lady, and it's a lady.
It's a lady that's had an erotic dream of some kind.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Which would bother Morgan more, if the dream was about you or about her?
She gets so jealous. I mean, just intensely jealous.
There's a good point.
Yeah.
Good point.
Whether she would bring it up or not, I don't know. But I would think it would bother her. God, wait a
minute. We're not going anyplace, are we, gang? We're here.
Yes. It would bother her if it was about me.
You?
Definitely.
More
definitely.
so. If it was about her, because that would be silly.
It's about her, she wouldn't tell me, so I wouldn't know.
She wouldn't tell you if it was about
if it was about
her.
Yeah, about her.
Okay. Bother her more if it's about you.
Yeah, definitely.
Here she comes. We have a definite answer from Jack. He says definitely.
Okay.
Which one bother you more, the dream about you or the dream about him?
Well, let's see. If she said she had a dream about Jack, I'd be very upset. If she said it was about me, I'd kill her. So I would say I'd be upset if it was about me.
No, he said about him.
No.
He said you're very jealous, and that if she was having an erotic dream about your husband, you would not be too thrilled with that.
But about me?
Well, she likes you. What can I say?
Get into different areas if it's about you, though.
Oh, I'd be so, well.
You'd be upset. Just about as much as the banana section is upset this morning. David, what will Ann say?
I would think that if it were a dream about Anne by another lady, that I think that finding out that somebody that you thought was just a friend had designs on you or had a sneaker for you, as we used to say, would be much more upsetting than some silly little fantasy that the girl would harbor about me.
Yes.
I would say it'd be more upsetting if the fantasy or erotic dream were played out with towards Anne.
Was towards her?
Yes.
Okay, here she comes. Anne, you know your choices. The dream is either about you or about David. Which would upset you more?
If it were about me.
That's right. That's what the man said. Well, now we come down to it, sir. This is for the game.
Is this a lady friend?
Yes, a lady friend.
Definitely a lady friend.
A lady friend of Shirley's.
Very nervous question you're asking, you realize? A lady friend who would have an erotic dream either about me or about Shirley.
Correct.
I told you, this is such a rap. You can't believe what a snap this is.
This is a snap?
We'll walk away with
this.
This
is so easy.
In a moment.
Yeah.
Okay.
You'll die if you don't get this one
I'll
right.
die if I get this. Slowly. Shirley, I told you, loves everything, and everything is all wonderful and loves. She'd like to have the whole erotic dream and just have them all meet at our place Friday.
That's my next question.
That's the next question. Because I truly believe that she would, and about me, she's not jealous. I mean, she just loves when I run out and, you know, hang around Bo Derek's house. She loves any of those
Doesn't
things.
mind.
I truly believe that she'd be more upset if the dream was about her.
Okay.
And not me.
All right.
It's a wrap. I'll die if she says no.
You've got it. Here, we hope. You got half of it right. Let's put it that way. Here comes Shirley. This will decide the game, Shirley. This is it.
No.
Yes, Ann and David got it right, and if you miss this, then they're going to run off with it here. What do you think? Which would bother you more?
Well, if it's a good friend, definitely about me.
That's the one. You're right. Ann and David are right. Shirley and Marty are right. We split the 300 in half. However, time is up, and the blue section wins it. We'll come back shortly and give the blue section their money. You come back, too. See you in a second.
When the heat is on.
Presenting sounds of the 80s. Get sounds of the 80s. 18 of your favorite songs on cassette or compact disc for just $9.99. Then audition other sounds of the 80s albums. There's no minimum to buy. Cancel anytime. Sounds of the 80s is not in stores, so call now.
To order Sounds of the 80s, call 1-800-451-9922. That's 1-800-451-9922. Or send $9.99 for cassette or CD plus $3.50 shipping and handling to Sounds of the 80s, Department 12, Richmond, Virginia.
It's live television.
It's a family affair.
It's interactive.
It's a blonde thing.
It's original programming. It's fun for the whole family.
It's my favorite.
It's the best.
It's all right here on Game Show Network.
The blue section with Marty and Shirley won $350 today. We add 1,000. That rooting section will divide 1,350 little big ones. Thank you all for tuning us in on Tattletales. Bert Common saying so long. I'll see you the next time. Don't miss this time.
In addition to cash awards, a member of the winning rooting section selected at random will also receive Bissell's new broom that picks up dirt and litter, nails and crayons and carpets to bare floors, corner brush that cleans the baseboards, Bissell's new broom. And new Hamilton Beach full-size versus seam lightweight iron with Silverstone sole plate for no snag, no stick ironing. Even your delicate fabric stays silky soft. And a tray and Lipton iced tea in the winter. Why not, says Don Meredith. You drink other cold drinks in the winter. Why not Lipton iced tea made from tea bags? Dandy tasting. And easy-to-use 12-inch pre-pasted wall covering squares. Dip them in water, slip into place, stuffed washable flare squares in 24 colorful patterns. This is Johnny Olson speaking for Tattletales. A Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production.
CBS presents this program in color.
In Hollywood, it's Tattletales. Welcome to the game of celebrity gossip, Tattletales. And now, here's the star of Tattletales, Bert Conley.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Tattletales. Nice to have you with us and at home, and nice to have you here. Hi. Ready to win some money today, are you? Yeah. Well, you're going to do that, too, and here's the people going to do it for you. Winning money today for the blue section from Alice, Mr. Vic Tabak, and Sheila Tabak. Winning money today for the yellow section, Richard Keel and Diane Keel. And winning money today for the red section, Norm Crosby and Joni Crosby. All right, gentlemen, ladies, we now know how to do this pretty well, don't we? I want to do something to start the show off today, only because I've had people ask me during the week, and we did mention it once. I'd like to say it again. Vic, tell us how long you and Sheila have been married.
I'm going to say 19 years.
No, wait, it's not a guess. This is not a...
And you're right.
This is not part of the show, sir.
I thought that was the first question.
You thought you had the first one right,
eh?
Okay, 19 years. Richard, how long for you and Diane?
8 years.
8 years. And Norm?
15.
15. So between you, we must have 40...
A lot of unhappiness.
A lot of... Yeah. A lot of happiness, I hope. Hopefully happier after today. Here's the first question, ladies. It's worth $150 to you, and to your rooting sections, I should say. We know this would never happen. Look out. But if your husband left you, which would bother you more? If he left you for a woman exactly like you or completely different? Which would bother you more? Ooh, that's a good question. Off you go. I have to think about it. Vic, what would bother Sheila more, do you think? Exactly like her or completely different?
I would think that it would really bother if the other girl was just like her.
Why would that be?
Well, I mean, she'd say, what was wrong with me? I can do everything she can. I look like her, I talk like her, I act like her, I do whatever I do just like her. And,
why have the second best when you have the real thing, eh?
Yeah. Well, I would say one just like her.
One just exactly like her.
I might be wrong.
No, it sounds good to me. Well, you might be wrong at that. Here comes Sheila. Sheila, which would bother you more, in fact?
I don't like either choice. Well, I think it would be is someone completely different than me.
No, that's not what he said. But it's an interesting reason. Why did you say that one? He obviously said the other one.
Well, I couldn't... if he left me for somebody exactly like me...
I wouldn't, Sheila. I wouldn't.
I know you wouldn't.
We know. We said this could never happen.
Of course. Well, I couldn't imagine it exactly like me.
There is no one like you.
That's right. You're right.
So it would still bother you if he left you with someone
It's just going to
different.
bother me anyway.
Yeah, that's right. Let's let it go at that. You're bothered. What will Diane say, Richard? Which would bother her more?
I think exactly like her, because that would mean that she'd have 4 children, there would be 8 children to support. It'd be awful.
That's true. That's true. Someone exactly like her.
Yeah,
would bother her
I
more.
think that she would wonder, why. Somebody different, she might say, well, there's a reason, but exactly.
Yeah.
Why would you do that?
Well, okay. See, it could go both ways, too, because if it's someone completely different, she could say, well, he's rejecting me totally. Maybe he never did like me or my type. I mean, it can go either way, but you're going to say someone exactly like. Here she comes. Diane, which would bother you more?
I think a woman that was different than me.
No, that's not what the man said. Well, we're off to a wonderful start. You see, you notice at the beginning of the show, that's one of the reasons why I asked how long they've been married. Because they know each other real well after for 19 years.
Why would he leave me if she was exactly like me?
I don't
Why
know.
not just stay with me?
That's probably...
That's right. That's why you're supposed to get mad if she's just like you.
Oh,
You
okay.
didn't understand what he
That
said.
would bother you more, you see. Norm, you can get a chance to get the whole thing for the red section here.
Well, I think Joan would be so excited and happy and celebrating if I left that it wouldn't make any difference to her who I left for.
Who cares?
First of all, though, there is nobody exactly like my wife.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, and I don't think I could find anybody exactly like her. I think, though, it would bother her the most if I did find somebody that was similar. Because then it would be like an admission that somehow she didn't, make it.
Yeah, okay, so that would bother her more.
Right.
Right. Now, you've seen how well the other guys have done with that answer.
Well, they got buzzed out, so I'm hopefully she'll coincide.
Okay, here she comes. Joni, which would bother you more?
If he left me for a woman exactly like me.
That's what the man said, and you're right. You're the only one who got it. Joni and Norm get the whole thing to start things off. We'll come back in just a moment with question number 2 and a lot more, too. Don't go away. See you in a minute. Coming up, this is worth $150 as well. You guys got to play catch-up. Sheila and Diane, you got to play catch-up to Norm. Here we go. After you've seen a really scary movie, does that make you more afraid to be home alone that night? Yes or no? Got it? Off you go. Some people, that doesn't bother at all. Some, it does. What will Diane say, Richard?
Well, if she's with me, it's okay. But
yes, of course.
Otherwise, she'd be very afraid.
She would be.
Yes.
She's with you. She could take on the world.
She can hide. Nobody can find her.
But without you, she would be. It's just you can run around behind you.
Yeah, right.
Okay, you say she would be. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. I wonder. Well, I don't know if your kids are old enough yet, but they see you playing scary parts. Does it? Have they've seen your movies, of course, but your oldest is only 7, I believe.
Yeah, and a newspaper man asked him that question, and he said,
They don't, not the least bit worried about it.
No, it's just movies to them.
Oh, they're wise,
Yeah,
show
right.
wise. The answer for Diane, however, is yes.
Yes.
Here she comes. Diane, how do you feel about that one?
Yes,
The answer is yes. You're right.
I couldn't sleep for weeks after we saw The Exorcist, and I've never seen another one since then.
Oh, really? I know what you mean. I remember Psycho. Do you remember Psycho? Well, I remember I wouldn't take a shower for, well, not that long, but that showering, remember we used to make deals, Annie and me and everybody, all the married couples, I used to make deals, say, don't come into the bathroom when I'm in the shower. Please don't do that. Just don't do it. Let me in there alone. Thank you, Diane. What will Joni say, Norm?
Well, Joni doesn't like to be home alone at all. In fact, a lot of times she says to me that even when I'm home, she feels that she's home alone. But I think seeing a scary movie would enhance that even to an upper pinnacle. I think that she would be scared to be home alone.
More frightened?
Yes.
Okay, here she comes. The answer is yes. Joni, we're looking for a yes or no on the scary question.
You've got a yes.
That's correct. Seems like an easy question, doesn't it? What about Sheila, Vic?
Well, I know I would be more scared if I saw a scary movie.
Yeah.
So I would think that if I'm scared, she's got to be scared too.
It's
got to be yes.
It seems funny, you guys are pros. You know how the movies are made. You know that while the scary stuff's going on, there's 150 bored stage guys standing around and the crew and everything, but it doesn't
That
seem to
doesn't
matter.
work like that with me.
No.
No, even if I know how it's made, like I could do an Alice show and then the next week I could watch it. I forgot what I did and what happened. I'm sitting there watching to find out what happened at the end.
You get really involved.
Oh, yeah, that guy that plays Mel, he's terrific. So I would say she would be terrified.
She would be.
And she needs me.
Yes, right. And don't let her forget it. Here she comes. Sheila, what is the answer to this one?
Scary movies are my thing. No.
Oh, no, that's not what you said. Oh, you two are going to have a lovely week learning about each other. I can see that now. Diana, Richard, Joanne, and Norm are right. They split that one in half, and it's halftime, fellas. Step to the rear. We'll bring the ladies out front. We'll come back in the second half in a minute if they don't scare each other to death.
The most refreshing way to make the most of every day. And wherever you go and whatever you do, there's something big waiting for me and you. Coke is it, the biggest taste you've ever found. Coke is it, the one that never lets you down. Coke is it, the most refreshing taste around. Coke is it.
Change places after halftime, but before we go on, we would like to welcome another station to the Tattletales lineup, and we are thrilled to death to have you. Spokane, Washington, KREM-TV. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm gonna get you with this one, fellas. Are you ready? Men, this is worth $150 as well. And Vic, you have a little catching up to do. Richard, you have $75, and Norm, you have $2.25. You're doing very well so far. Plenty of time left. Men, if a love-struck fan wrote you a letter begging you to send her a pair of your underwear, would you send them to her, yes or no? Okay? Thank you very much. Gee, in Richard's case, I'd have to send it air freight, I think. He must be so sick of those jokes, Diane. I'm sure he is. Joanne, what will Norm do in a case like this?
I don't know. To be perfectly honest,
You could send him the pair with Tuesday on them, you know. Or...
I think he would do it.
You think he would?
I think he would.
Has he ever gotten a letter like that?
Not that I know of.
Aha. Well, we have several for him that we... Well, never mind.
Oh, really?
You think he would do it?
I think he would do it.
Yeah. Do fans who write in and request various
Yes,
things like that?
Mostly just pictures.
Yeah. Well, how about a picture of his underwear then?
Yes. I think he would do it, yes.
Okay, the answer is yes, he would do it. He's a very nice fella. Here he comes. Norm, what would you do, sir? This fan desperately wants a pair of your underwear.
I would absolutely send him to her post-haste.
You got it. That's right. Norm, have you ever had a strange request like that for something?
Well, sure, and I've got underwear that my wife's been begging me to get rid of.
You could have a sale on them, huh? Thanks, Norm. Sheila, what will Vic say to this?
At this point in the game, who knows?
Who knows?
Scary movies indeed.
Well, you two you've admitted that you guys are opposed politically, and you have lots of things that you're in conflict about, which is healthy, I think, in a marriage.
Well, we're not really in conflict. We get along.
Oh, I don't mean that, but I mean you don't agree on a lot of things, and that's good.
Well, some of these things, yeah. Well, I guess, I don't know. It's been 19 years.
You're doing something right.
That's right.
Right.
I don't know what he would do. I know he sends pictures. And he sends little sailor hats sometimes.
Yeah. Oh, that's nice, yeah.
And, shoes.
Shoes, really?
Shorts. I don't know. He might.
Okay.
Yes.
You're going to say yes. He would do that.
He might. Yeah.
Okay. We'll find out in a second, won't we? Here he comes. Well, Vic, you know what your choice is here. It's a love-struck fan. What are you going to do about it?
Well, if a fan were asking for Robert Redford's, underwear or John Travolta's, I could understand. But if they're asking for mine, they really got to be sick. I say, wow, no, I'm sorry. I don't wear underwear.
No, that's not what she said. Well, you're batting 1,000, Vic. I will say that.
Wrong?
You're wrong.
I can't believe it.
Explain
Even
to
underwear we're wrong.
Sport, Vic.
Sport, I've given that up.
I'm sorry to hear that too, Vic. Diane, what will Richard say? Who knows, huh?
Oh, he's a very personal and private person about things like that.
Yeah.
And I don't think he would. Something else, he'll send him a photo.
Yes,
You know,
sure.
But not his underwear.
Yeah.
And if he did, I'd feel sorry for the person that got him. They wouldn't fit.
No. No, that would be tough to wear them, too. Okay, here he comes. You'll say no. Richard, we'd like to know how you feel about the love-struck underwear seeker.
Bert, my underwear is so expensive I can't afford this in an interview. No, absolutely not.
That's right. That's what you said.
Diane,
Almost the only weirdo in the group.
I put Diane in charge of my fan mail to avoid all this kind of stuff.
Well, I didn't hear that, Richard.
I put Diane in charge of my fan mail so I could avoid this type of stuff.
So, and your underwear is expensive because you have to buy special stuff?
Oh, yeah, from the Giant store.
Oh, yeah, right. You're right again. Diane and Richard, Joanne and Norm are right. They split that question in half. We'll come back with a $300 question, and that will decide the show for the day. And Vic is going to win one. You'll see. He's going to get something right here. Hi. You snuck up on me. This question is worth $300. And this will decide the issue for the day. Are you ready, gentlemen? Listen carefully. Psychologists say that in most relationships, one person dominates the other at least slightly. If you had to choose, which one of you would you say dominates your relationship? At least a little bit. Off you go. So they must make a choice. They may not even really feel it, either one of you do, but it says at least a little bit, even. Okay, we're going to start with you, Sheila.
Oh, good.
Aren't you pleased?
So happy. You want to know what I think?
Yeah. Well, I'm actually asking him.
What he thinks?
Uh-huh. You're going to have to try and figure out what he's going to say. It's the best way to play it.
Gee, it's really a toss-up.
Mm-hmm. At least a little bit.
Well, he does a little bit.
Think so?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah. He always has me make his phone calls and,
Right.
you know,
So he...
handle all these other things. So, yes, he does a little bit.
Okay.
If he's honest.
Yes. Well, he may not be. Here he comes. We'll know in a minute. Vic, who would you say does dominate your relationship at least a little bit?
Well, if ever two people were put together and were on an equal basis, it would be Sheila and myself. But since there is a slight domination that has to be had, I would say me, because I'm a little louder.
That's correct. You got it. He did it. Congratulations, Sheila. It's always nice to see you come through. Okay. Now you see, it was very tough for you two to answer that question as well. So you did very well. Diane, what will Richard say? Seems kind of
Now,
strange.
what do you think?
Yeah.
You think I dominate with
Sure you do.
No, he's a male chauvinist pick all the way down the line.
He is,
I mean, you know, no, it's okay with me because I figure he earns the money, so whatever happens to it, it's okay.
Yeah.
He always makes me happy, so he does.
You're going to say he dominates.
Yeah, he dominates.
I
Not
think
in a bad way, though.
Yeah. I mean, he could dominate Pasadena if he wanted to. Much less poor Diane. Okay, you'll say it's him. Here he comes. Well, Richard, you must make a choice, sir.
Yes, I can't help but dominate with 330 pounds.
That's right. That's what the lady said.
Uh-huh.
330 pounds. My goodness.
I'm not going to tell you how much I weigh.
Joanne, this will decide it. Here we go.
Maybe just a little bit Norm does.
Just a little bit, though.
Just a little bit.
Yeah. What a nice way to say that.
Yeah.
See, I don't buy it for a second. No, I really
Trust
don't.
me.
I think guys think they dominate. Hey, woman, fix my meals, you know. Meanwhile, she's saying, I'll fix them. I'll spit in his soup, you know. You don't know. We think we're the big guns, but we're not. Okay, you're going to say, he'll say himself a little bit. Here he comes. This will decide the game for today, sir. This is it. And we're looking for your answer, Norm. Who would you say dominates your relationship at least a little bit?
Well, since we've been married, Bert, Joan has always permitted me to make the big decisions. She makes the little decisions. She decides if we should buy a house, where the kids should go to school, if we should trade in the car, stuff like that. I make the big decisions, like if the country should go to war, if they should raise taxes, you know. But I think that Joan would say, because she's that kind of a nice lady, that I would make the big decision.
That's correct. You're the one. Everybody's right. We split it 3 ways. You did it very well with a tough question. However, time is up, and the red section wins it. We'll go back in a moment and give the red section their money. They dominated. For Joni and Norm, $400. We had 1,000. They will divide $1,400. Thank you all. And thank you at home for being with us on Tattletales. Bert Thomas saying so long. See you next time. Bye-bye.
In addition to cash.
Warning, the following promotion for Game Show Network's new show Cram was written after a 24-hour period of no sleep. What you are about to see may not be fully coherent.
Hello, I'm Graham Elwood, the host of Cram, the only game show where you're given all the answers, but you only have 24 hours to cram them into your tired little noodle, all without a lick of sleep. Hey, Huey, what's my name? Graham. And what's my game?
Cram.
Cram. This January, you snooze, you lose.
12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
Electric 12-inch electric buffet skillet surfaced with Silverstone. Silverstone spells durability. This is Johnny Olson speaking for Tattletales, a Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production. It's the game of celebrity gossip, Tattletales. And now here's the star of Tattletales, Bert Conley.
Hello there, everybody. Thank you so much. Thank you and welcome to Tattletales. And a nice group of smiling faces. I love it you're all smiling now because nobody's lost yet. Nobody's going to lose today. You're all going to win some money, and these are the people who are going to win it for you right now. For the blues section, from Alice, Mr. Vic Tabak and Sheila Tabak. Winning money for the banana section, from Family Ties, Michael Fox, and from the Facts of Life, Nancy McKeon. Winning money for the red section today, Mr. Shacky Green and Marie Musso. Two veteran couples and one rookie couple.
My God, you look good, Bert. What do you do?
Thank you, sir. Thank you. I stay up late, drink a lot, and fool around. That's the only answer.
Yeah. Got somebody I can fool around with, too? I don't want to stay up late, though.
How do you feel, Shaq? You said you were a little under the
I
weather.
got a little bit of that flu. I came back from the East, and I got a little...
Yeah?
Yeah, they leave the air conditioning on in the airplanes, you know?
They do that, yes. Or if you open a window, it could be rough, too, probably.
I'm going to try that the next time.
Yeah. Vic, you all tan. You've been away. You've been resting.
No, that's not true. I've been cutting the lawn.
That's what I meant.
Oh, no.
Cutting the lawn, eh?
Somebody's got to cut it. Sheila won't do it.
Sure, I don't believe it for a minute. Nancy and Michael, we welcome you. You just watch how these guys do this. They're so good at this game.
Intimidating guys.
Yeah, right. Two intimidating guys. Watch this. They'll get everything right. You'll see. Ladies, here's the first question. It's for you. Worth $150, your rooting section. A close single girlfriend is pregnant. She is afraid to tell the father of the child for fear he'll be very, I can't even say it, it makes me so nervous. For fear he'll be very angry. She asks you to go to him and tell him the situation. Would you do it? Yes or no? A close single girlfriend is a little bit pregnant. Goodbye. Vic, what do you think? What would Sheila do? Would she honor her girlfriend's request? Yes or no?
Well, I'd be surprised that she wouldn't be the one to go there and talk and tell him what the situation is. But if she wanted me to do it, and that's the situation.
No, not you.
No. What? Say that again.
No, she's asking your wife to go to her to the guy.
Oh.
It's your girlfriend.
Oh,
it's your
yeah,
wife
she'll
has a
go.
single girlfriend.
Oh, yeah, then I thought, yeah, okay, sure, she'll go.
Sheila would go and tell him?
Sure, she would.
She wouldn't be afraid at all?
She might be afraid, but she'd go.
You would, huh?
Yeah.
Anybody come to mind that this could be going on with? Thank you, Vic.
Let Sheila answer that.
Here comes Sheila now. Sheila, tell us, what would you do in this situation?
Oh, boy.
It may be a girl, too.
It could be. You always hit me with these tough ones that I don't think Vic would answer the way, I don't know.
But you remember, I'm asking you. So
I know.
You answer the way you really feel about it. That's the best thing to do.
Well, sometimes, yes, I probably would do it.
That's what the man said. It's so easy for you, and
no doubt in my mind.
I have a big mouth.
It is a problem, though, isn't it? I mean, I would think it would be terrifying to go and say, hey, listen, you know Sheila? I mean, not Sheila, excuse me. Shirley.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say, don't say me.
Yeah, right.
No, but it would be easier for me. If he was going to be that angry, it probably would be easier for me to do it than it would be for her. Because
Yeah.
what's he going to get mad at me about?
That's right. You didn't have anything to do with it.
That's right.
That's what
Did you?
I tell him.
Yeah.
No.
Michael, what will Nancy do?
I don't know. Nancy puts on this tough, that she's real tough, but I think she's very afraid of confrontations. So I think she'd try and comfort her girlfriend, but I don't think she would volunteer to be the one or say she would.
It's called stay out of domestic
stay out,
situations,
yeah.
huh? Because sometimes you can get in bigger trouble than the other two people, as a matter of fact. He could very well take it out on her. Here she comes. Nancy, your single girlfriend is a little bit with child. What are you going to do? You going to tell the guy or not?
Well, I'll tell you, on our set and like off our set, people for some reason just have the need to come up and tell me their problems. I don't know why. I just look like a shrink. I think yes, I would do it.
No, Michael said no. He didn't think
You're a chicken, Nancy. You're a chicken.
Okay.
Now, you know, see, now, look, you've learned something about each other already.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't that
You're a chicken,
fascinating?
huh?
Banana section saying, oh, yeah, gee, it's really fascinating, Bert. We're thrilled to death with that. Shecky, what will Marie say?
Well, I know Marie has got good common sense and everything else, and she can handle people. You know, if she can handle me, she can handle anybody. And Marie would definitely go and tell the father.
She would?
Yes. For the girlfriend?
Yeah.
Yeah, she'd do anything for a girlfriend.
Really?
Yes.
Oh. Well, okay, I got a couple of requests. Things I'd like her to handle for me. Here she comes now. Marie, what will you do?
Well, first I'd like to say, thank God, all my girlfriends are too old to get pregnant, so I wouldn't have that question. But if he's going to get angry, he's going to get angry, and so what? Yeah, I would do it.
That's right, that's what the man said. Shecky and Marie and Sheila and Vic are right. Split it in half. Nancy and Michael, the rookies, will come along. Don't worry about it. We'll see you in a minute. Don't give her the bad news and come back. We'll be here. What? Oh, wait, we'll get... The Hadassah is here as well. UCLA is here. We'll get to you the next time, find out who you are. Okay, we're coming up with question number 2, and we'll be with you in just a minute. What I'm doing is asking the people to have one person in their group stand up and tell us what group they are, because most people who come to Tattletales represent a group, and they're here to win money for their various charities, and that's a great way to do it. So come down and do that, first of all. Second of all.
Got out of bed just for the red.
I got out of bed just for the red.
Just
what
for
a
the
guy.
red.
Ladies, this question's for you. At carnivals, they have people who try to guess your weight or your age. Which do you think would be easier for someone to guess correctly? Oh, your weight or your age? Goodbye. Oh, boy, am I glad I don't have to answer this one. Well, Michael, this won't be any trouble for you. What about Nancy?
I think, actually, this one's a piece of cake, I
Is
think.
it?
I think she will say, no doubt, her age.
Her age would be easier to guess?
Would be difficult to guess.
Is that
Be
what the
harder to
question
guess.
is?
Okay.
No, which would be easier?
Her weight.
Her weight would be easier than her
Yeah.
age. It's deceptive. We don't ask her age, of course, but
Right,
it's deceiving. She is
I don't
not.
think you'd get an answer on either, but
I don't think we would either, but you'll say easier to guess her weight.
easier to guess her
How
weight.
much does she weigh?
I'm not touching that. No way. You guess. You go.
Okay, because she has no weight problem. I
No,
mean,
no.
But
But
you
it's people are sensitive. I'm not going to touch
Yeah.
them.
Okay. I guess. Okay. Here she comes. We'll see. Nancy, which would be easier, do you think, for someone to guess at the carnival?
Does having them play Mission Impossible in these things have any relation to the question?
I don't think so. You got the music on your earphones?
Well, I'll tell you, I don't look the age that I am, and many people say that. So I'm going to say my weight.
That's right. That's what he said. He did it back, didn't he?
Huh?
Didn't
Good
she?
deal.
You didn't think you had that one, did you, Bananas? Thought you were in trouble. Shecky, what will Marie say?
Well, I don't care what people think about her age, you know, truthfully, because to me, she's young and she'll always be young. I think that so many people, we're always talking about going on diets and things, and so many people always say, you don't need it. So it'll be about the weight.
You think so? Because, is she sensitive about that? I guess we all are a little bit, aren't we?
She's kind of sensitive.
Yeah.
She's got two handles, very nice handles. That,
Yeah, I understand.
We'll discuss that later on.
Yes, I understand. I know what you mean exactly. Is that funny? I wonder why I understand that. She's going to say easier to guess her weight.
No. You say
someone. It would be. Which would you think would be easier for someone to guess correctly?
Now you got me really in a quandary here.
Her weight or her age?
It's not going to be easy to guess her weight, so I will say that will easier to guess her. Red, what do you want to say, Red? Women out there, what do you want to do?
Weight. Oh, they're all saying weight.
They say weight. I really would go with the other thing, but let's go with the weight.
All right. They seem to want. The man can't say the words.
No,
Did you notice?
I got to change my mind. I've got to go with the age.
You got to go with the age.
Yes.
All right. He knows her better than you do. I know it's hard for you to believe that, but here she comes. Marie, which would be easier?
They're both hard, so let me think. I'm tall, so I can hide weight a little better, but the wrinkles are coming. I'm going to have to guess and say my weight.
No, he said age.
Whoa. You had it right down pat, too. You had the right answer. You're going down the right stream.
The red section said weight, and he changed it.
Yes, but I was in a quandary there.
Yeah, he was in a quandary.
I'm going to move to a quarry next.
Yes. And now he's in big trouble. What will Sheila say, Vic?
So many times, there was a certain situation many years ago where we had just moved into a new house, and I was out just fooling around on the lawn, and my neighbor came by and said, "Oh, I just met your daughter. What a lovely girl." I said, "No, what daughter? I don't have a daughter." She says, "No, the gal with the black hair and the blue eyes." I said, "No, that's my wife." She goes, "Oh my, she's so young." So nobody ever knows her age, Nobody ever guesses that she's her age.
Whoa! Folks, let me tell you, we came that close. This close we came.
So I think it would be easier for somebody to guess her weight.
Her weight.
Carnival.
Yes, very nicely done, sir.
He spends a lot of time in the garden.
He does. He was on the lawn cutting the lawn.
Paradise.
No, you want to come over and do my house?
Here she comes. Sheila, which would it be easier for someone to guess?
Well, from the length of the answer, I have no idea what Vic was saying. I figure you can always cover up, you can always throw stuff on your face and wear turtlenecks to hide, the crepey neck. But you can only wear a sack dress so long. It would be easier for them to judge my weight.
That's what the man said. You got it. Nancy and Michael, Sheila and Vic are right. Split it in half. Halftime, guys. Step it to the rear. We bring the ladies out front. We'll continue with the weight and the age of all of us. That's it. Getting older every second. Happy birthday. Hello. I'm getting a lot of stuff here. I'm having a wonderful time. I have a talking box that says, I forget what it says. What does it say? Yo te amo. Yes, thank you very much. And I have a talking panda. No, this doesn't talk. From Mission Viejo, the Sweet Adelines. That's nice. That's the wonderful singers, barbershop singers is great. Okay, here we go. It's not for you. That's for me. Don't touch my little baby. Okay. Now, here we go. This is for the guys. Welcome, ladies. Man, which would make you crankier? Not enough sleep, not enough food, or not enough sex? Goodbye. Guess they could all make you a little cranky, couldn't they? We'll start with you, Marie. What do you think Shecky will say? Asking from the men's point of view, by the way.
Oh, from the men's point of view.
Yeah.
Towards me? You mean if I
No,
don't
not
care
necessarily. No. I mean, you can take it personally, but I'm really asking him what
How
would make him
be-
crankier.
What would make him crankier?
Yeah.
Okay, well, he gets enough food and get enough sex. It'd have to be, it would have to be the sleep.
But not enough sleep makes him cranky. Does he need a lot of sleep? As opposed to
He
food?
takes a lot of everything.
What a guy.
Yeah.
Okay, you're
Yeah,
going to say
still sleep.
sleep it
All right,
is.
I'm gonna go for sleep.
Here he comes. Hey, Shaq, what do you think? I'm sorry. Did that bell wake you up there? What do you think? What makes you crankier?
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm on a diet, and it doesn't bother me to be on a diet, so that wouldn't be the food, and my sex life is wonderful, and don't tell Marie about it, but, so I have no complaints there. I think the thing that make me crankiest would be the sleep.
That's the one. You got it. He's hot today. I don't remember him being this hot last time he was here. He's learned.
Okay.
Sheila, what will Vic say?
Oh, well, believe me, it's a toss-up between the sleep and the food.
Oh.
And I'm not telling you anymore.
I understand.
Let's see.
We forgot to put lawn in here, too.
He does not cut the lawn.
He doesn't. That
No.
was a fib, was it?
That was a fib.
I understand.
He does, he extends the truth.
I see.
I think he walked across it and looked at it.
Yeah, he walked on it once.
Let me see. Now, I don't know if I have seen Vic go, you know, when he has to go a long time, you know, like in Vegas and that, he can stay up all night and all day. And all night,
Sure.
and he's never cranky at all.
Right.
Right?
He's unconscious, but he did not
He's
cranky.
unconscious, but he's not cranky. Now, yesterday, I saw him open the refrigerator and say, "When are you going to the store?"
Right.
He was very testy.
Very cranky.
I'd say food.
Does he eat junk food?
Well, not really junk. He eats a little junk food, but he likes, like, cheese and tomatoes and
Yeah.
leftover chicken, cold chicken. He can eat that forever.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, everybody can eat that. That's
So
way of life.
he was a little bit testy. There was nothing in the refrigerator. So
Yeah.
I think it would be
Food.
Although in Vegas, he can go without food, too.
Goes without food in
He can
Vegas,
go
too.
without sleep, eat everything to stay.
There's only one left.
Yeah. How come you keep beating around the bush here, Sheila? Let's get on with it.
It's a silly question, that's why.
No,
I'm going to
it's
stick
not.
with food.
You're
I'm
gonna
going to
stick
stay
with food. All right, here he comes. Vic, we need to know, what makes you crankier?
I would think that Sheila would know this. You know, there's certain things I can't tick unless I've had enough sleep. So I can. All I need is about 10 minutes, 20 minutes, and then I'm up. I'm ready for food. I'm ready for sex. I'm ready for anything. But unless I need that 20 minutes. I need to sleep.
No, she said food. She picked food. I'm sorry. Is that wrong, Vic?
I'm on a diet.
Ah.
Oh.
Well, maybe that's why he's cranky then.
Oh, that's it.
Being on a diet can make it being on a diet can make it very cranky.
She blew it.
She
She'll
blew
admit
it.
later she blew it.
Not.
Yes. Don't fight, kids. I'm sorry. We'll come back to you later. Nancy, what will Michael say?
Okay. My mother's in the audience. I can't say.
Mine too. I mean, what the heck? She's at home.
Okay, one is definitely because he hardly ever eats. He used to be really fat, and now he's
He
slimmed
did?
down. He used to be like a little butterball.
No
so
kidding.
He can go for days without eating. I mean, he doesn't,
Right.
food doesn't matter. Okay.
Would you like to go
all right,
for
I'm
number
gonna-
3?
No, I. All right, the risk of sounding redundant, I'm gonna say sleep because I do believe. Yes, seriously, honestly, trust me, I know this one.
Okay.
I know him. Trust
Yeah,
me.
look at all the guys from UCLA going, sure. Okay, here he comes. Michael, you must choose one. Which one makes you crankier?
Well, Nance and I, excuse me, we worked together this summer on a film, and I didn't get enough food, and I didn't get enough sleep, and it was quite an epic, actually. And I will say it will be not enough food.
No. Which one? Not enough food?
Are they three separate things?
Yeah.
Okay, let's say not enough food.
That's not what
I
she said.
lost.
You're wrong again. She said sleep.
Michael, you never eat.
I know, that's true. And I don't
Then what are
sleep
you
either.
saying food for?
No, I was thinking of them both. See, this is my inexperience. You got to excuse us. Kid, you don't know.
Terribly sorry. The bananas have to excuse you, but the red section is thrilled to death with Marie and Shecky because they get the whole thing. And we'll come back in just a moment with the next question worth $300, and that will decide it. Hello. We're back. This question worth $300. This will do it, guys. Listen carefully. Men, do you think you're a difficult person to understand or an easy person to understand? What do you think? Off you go. This is interesting because it's from his point of view. It may be totally wrong, but we'll go with what he thinks about himself. What do you think, Nancy? What will Michael say?
Okay. All right, he's very honest. He'll tell you exactly most of the time what he's thinking. I'm gonna go with easy. I'm
Okay.
gonna go
He's
easy.
an open book. There's nothing. He's
tells
open
me
about
what's
what
wrong.
his
Yeah.
thinking and what's going on inside. Here he comes. Michael, difficult or easy for you to be understood?
Now I'm in a quandary. Actually, I came by to visit Shecky in the quandary, but do you mean, I don't know if you mean articulate or feelings, but I'm going to say I'm an easy person.
That's what she said.
There you go.
No, we didn't. I don't think we mean in when you speak to someone, are you easily understood? I think we meant just what you thought it was. You're right. We'll go to
I'm
you,
easy
Sheila.
both
What will Vic say?
Oh, okay. I know what Vic will say. He's
Whoa.
wrong.
He's wrong.
Yes, his thinking is very convoluted for me to figure out.
Right.
But he always says to me, Sheila, I'm an open book.
Yeah.
It's easy.
Yeah.
So if he's going to say he's easy,
That's what he thinks, but it's not so.
it's not so.
Very difficult.
Right.
Very.
I have no idea how he gets from A to B, but he does.
But he gets there anyway.
That's right.
That's what counts. Here he comes. Vic, we're getting down to it now. It's getting kind of tense and close here. Do you think you're difficult or an easy person to understand?
Yeah, well, I hope Sheila remembers that it's me that's doing the answering.
That's right.
So I hope she realized that I've always dealt with logic to the umpteenth degree, so I think I'm an easy person.
That's right. That's what she said. All right, this is it. Marie, this will decide the game for the week. What will Shecky say?
Gosh, now don't ooh and ah because I think he's easy. I think he's very logical and he's very sensitive. Oh
Okay.
my God, I can go on with this. I'm going to say easy.
Easy. Here he
Yeah.
comes. Shecky, this will decide the game. This is it. What do you think?
No, they gave me a sign that says fast answer. So, I think personally, I know what I am and the way I feel about myself. But Marie sees what happens around me and everything else, and I think that Marie will possibly say, with my fingers crossed, a difficult person to understand.
No, she said you were easy. Nancy, Michael, Sheila, and Vic are right. Split the 300 and a half. Time is up. And the blue section wins it. I will come back in a minute. Surprise last-minute finish. See the second. They came from behind. What a finish. The blue section was Sheila and Vic, $300. We had 1,000. They will divide $1,300 in the blue section. Thank you all. It was a very close game. We'll see you next time right here on Tattletales. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.
In addition to cash awards, a member of the winning rooting section selected at random will also receive control loaders all over your home with Renews It Adjustable and Renews It Aerosol. Your best value in air freshening, Renews It, Do's It. And VetCam products to complete control on your pet and in his home. Exclusively, it's your veterinarian from VetCam. This is Johnny Olson speaking for Tattletales, a Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production.
Don't miss your chance to play detective with To Tell the Truth at 2 p.m. But now it's time for Gossip with the Stars. Tattletales with Bert Convy is next, only on Game Show Network.
On Game Show Network, anyone can win terrific prizes like this. Ashley's Top Flight Bedroom Group, high gloss ebony finish, high pressure laminate top, solid wood, center glide construction and moldings, decorative brass accenting from Ashley. So register now. To play any of our interactive games, call 800-537-GAME. It's fast, it's fun, and it's free. Just register once and you can play forever on Game Show Network.
You're watching Game Show Network.
Everybody in this audience has a money stake in one of our celebrity couples. Playing for the red section, makeup artist Jeffrey Hamilton, and from Happy Days, Aaron Moran. Playing for the yellow section from the new CBS series Empire, Edward Winter and his wife, Linda Foster. And playing for the blue section, Steve Allen, his wife, Jane Meadow. Places, please. As we play the game of celebrity gossip, Tattletales. And now here's the star of Tattletales, Bert Convey.
Hi, thank you so much. Thank you, everybody, so much. Welcome to Tattletales. Nice to have you with us here. Nice to have you at home with us. We have some rookies with us today. Two couples that have never been with us. You may have seen them. One couple, one fellow especially, an old friend of mine. So we're going to have a nice week. Look, I'm looking into new cameras. We have little teeny tiny new cameras. CBS, after 25 years, bought something new. I can't believe it. They look like little Polaroids up there. We'll give you a picture of that later. Anyway, hi, you guys. Welcome.
Hi, Bert.
Hello
Good
there.
day.
Hello, Ed, Jeff. You are rookies, of course. You just watch how Mr. Allen does this. He knows how to do it. Ladies, are you all plugged in, ready to go?
Yes. Sure are.
You look lovely. We will visit when you come out and all that kind of stuff. Steve, I was just watching you on the set backstage.
Yes, I was perched up there having lunch.
No, you were...
Oh, you mean a program I was on?
It was a program that you were on.
I see.
It was on KCET. It was the...
on the PBS network,
PBS network, yeah. It was about the swing era, right?
That's what it was. I'm one of the original swingers.
I've heard that. Moving right along. Ladies, the first question is for you. It's worth $150 to your rooting sections. If you were going to be stranded for a month on our famous desert island, would you rather be there all by yourself or with a sailor who had already been stranded there alone for 5 years? Okay, goodbye. A month alone.
The ladies?
The ladies. Not you guys, just the ladies. Or would you rather be there with a sailor who had already been there for 5 years? I've got my answer. Not being a sailor. Steve, what do you think? What will Jane say?
Well, Jane knows which side her bread is buttered on.
I certainly hope so.
Even though she is on a diet at the moment. She remembers which side it used to be buttered on. And I think that, seriously, being very concerned about the state of marriage in our society, she would forego such possible pleasures as this dastardly sailor would make available to her and say no, she'd rather be there alone.
Right. Do you think, what would the answer have been different if I'd said a year? She was going to be on the island for a year?
No, a weekend maybe. Then it would be...
Hi, sailor.
She would hold to principle. I caught her holding to the principle of a high school in our not long ago.
She will be there alone for the month. Here she comes. Jane, how will we find you on this island? Alone or with a sailor?
You would start with me. Well, you said he'd been there for 5 years.
Yes.
Stranded.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be scared to death. I don't mind being alone. I think, oh gosh, but what would I do all alone?
Call a sailor.
Ooh, what would Steve say? I hope he knows that I'm pretty, self-reliant. I think I would stay there alone.
That's right. That's what he said, and there it is. Little housekeeping. Thanks, Jane. Edward, see how they did that? It was so smooth.
I know, it was easy, wasn't it?
Got it right. They didn't have any problem. What do you think? What would Linda do in a case like this?
Steve, what would Linda do in a case like this? What do you...
That's the way to play it.
Now, she's there for a month.
Yeah, she's going to be there a month no matter what.
Time.
Yeah.
Well, Linda's very social. I mean, she likes company and all that. I mean, that would be, what the rest would be a negotiation, I guess.
No, it's not an agent. I think it's a sailor.
Linda, yes, absolutely, will say alone.
She'll stay alone?
Alone, yeah.
Would it have been different for her? I don't know why. You know why? I sort of lobbied to make it a longer period of time, but then I think maybe all the women would go for that. If it was a year, would she take the sailor?
Probably, yes.
Probably, yeah.
Yes.
That's what I was hoping, you know, because people are signing up in the lobby. She'll say 1 month alone.
Yes.
Here she comes. Linda, what do you think?
Well, is he cute?
Yeah, oh, he's a knockout, yes.
Well, I really do not like to be alone. I mean, I don't like to be alone in the house. So on an island, I would have to say that I would rather be there with him.
With the sailor. No, that's not what Ed said. Ed said that you would opt to be there alone.
I'm not going on location without you.
No, never again. That's it. Because the fleet will be over at your house. No, I'm kidding, Linda. Jeff, what will Aaron say?
She's a lot like Linda. I think she'd rather not be alone. I think she'd rather have the sailor there.
Yeah, a month is a long time, really, to be stranded alone someplace, you know? And again, think of the poor sailor. We asked him this question.
The lucky sailor.
Yeah, lucky sailor. You'll say she'll go there with the sailor. Here she comes. Aaron, well, we need your answer.
I don't know if I could handle a month without a man. I'd sound like a man, a sailor.
You'll take the sailor. That's what he said. I'm glad to hear it. Aaron and Jeffrey and Jane and Steve are right. Linda and Ed are wrong. But they'll get more right. We'll come back in a moment. Question number 2. Don't go away, sailor. See you later.
It's here, Cyber Sound Dance Mixes, the best compilation ever. 18 of the biggest hits of the year, all on one album. Pop hits. Dance hits. This is your night. Even dance mixes of R&B hits. Hey, pretty girl, can I be? Plus, dance mixes of all your favorite rock songs. I said, what about breakfast at Tiffany's? 18 hit songs, 73 minutes of party music. Call right now. Order Cyber Sound Dance Mixes.
Credit card orders, call 1-800-223-4848 or send a check to the address shown. That's 1-800-223-4848.
Attention bargain shoppers. For a limited time only, our very special customers like yourself will be offered The Price is Right with Bob Barker 7 days a week at 9 a.m. Eastern. Imagine your delight as you play along with Plinko, Any Number, and the Clock Game. In the Showcase Showdown, you may very well win a new car.
Not really, but you can't blame us for trying.
So tune in to The Price is Right and shop, shop, shop only on Game Show Network.
Okay, here we go. Welcome to John Burroughs High School, right? Is that from Burbank, right? I know you well. Thank you for coming. Question number 2. Listen, ladies, a young woman who's worked and put her husband through 8 years of medical school is now getting a divorce. She's asking for half of her husband's professional earnings for life. Do you think she should receive this? Yes or no? Goodbye.
Bye.
Oh, I hear people in the audience answering already. Edward, the bananas need the money. We'll start with you. What do you think? What will Linda say?
Hang in, bananas. We're coming. Now, this is for life we're talking.
That's right. But she worked for 8 years hard to put him through medical school, and now he's obviously a successful
And he's
fellow.
young, so his potential earnings are really great at this point.
Very
you
great,
know.
I would think, yes.
So, well, what will Linda think of this?
That's the way to play the game, by the way. Go by what she's going to say.
Yeah. I think she'll say that she is not entitled to
half for life.
Half for life, because that's a lot, and I think she'll say not for life.
Maybe for a certain period of time.
For a period of time, sure, but
or
not,
a percentage.
not for life.
But we're making it very strong because that is what's happening. That is going on at this moment. So you'll say no, he's not. She is not. Here she comes. Linda, do you think she should receive this? Yes or no?
No.
That's right. That's what he said.
Told you he'd get there. That's correct.
See, bananas, little faith.
Faith bananas.
Linda, what do you think? What do you think she should get? Maybe. What would be fair? Do you think?
Well, I'm not quite sure how long it takes to go through medical school.
We've said 8 years. I think it
yeah,
might be a little longer than that when it's all
years.
finished.
I would say half of that.
Half of the 8 years,
Yeah.
maybe? Like 8 years.
No, I would say that she should receive alimony. It is alimony. That she should receive alimony for about 4 years.
About 4 years.
Yeah.
The earnings, in
Well,
other words,
that-
half his earnings for 4 years.
That doesn't seem like enough, does it?
Well, wait, that's not the question, gang. What are we doing here? Hold on a second. Jeffrey, what will Aaron say?
I think she'd say that the woman would be entitled to the money for the whole life.
You really do, for half the life?
Yeah.
Half of a lifetime, he
Yeah,
gives his money.
she invested in this man's total future.
That's true.
You know, she
Well,
made it possible for his whole future.
Of course, it's not like investing in a Broadway show. I mean, if a man's going to be a doctor, and if he's less than an nincompoop, he's going to do pretty well, isn't he?
That's
I mean,
right.
it's a pretty safe gamble.
And without her?
Okay, but he couldn't have done it without her. So you're going to say yes. You'll say yes. Here she comes. Aaron,
Yes.
what do you think? Should she receive half of his earnings for life?
Man, you know, I think maybe 8 years, but not for life.
That's not what he said. He said yes, that you would say that.
Thanks,
She went for
Jeff.
8 years. So you're giving different alternatives. And we did that, too, before asking the question. Steve, what do you think? What will Jane say?
Well, again, Jane, I think, will concentrate on the fact that this poor young woman, if I may so characterize her, worked her element to the bone for
Yes.
8 years on behalf of this lazy slob. However, Your Honor, I submit that we are not here to try the merits of this case, but just to predict how the witness will testify.
Correct, sir.
I'll be going home.
No, please.
I think Jane, carried away by the emotion, the potential injustice, will opt for
keyword
the whatever your mouth said.
My mouth said receive half of
Yes.
the earnings for life.
Until death do them, whatever.
Do them, they've already separated, so it can't be that. Until death do them die, probably is what
That's
it
what
is.
I meant. Yeah.
That's what you meant. Okay.
Death do them keel over.
Here comes Jane. Jane, what do you think? How much should this lady get, or should she get anything at all?
Anything at all?
Well, the question really isn't that. The question is, do you think she should receive half of his earnings for life?
I do.
That's what Steve said. Steve said.
Get as much as you can get.
Jane, at the risk of running over in a halftime, put your 2 cents in. We've had everybody else's opinion of this.
You see, I feel that those were the tough years, and a woman who worked while she was young for 8 years and helped her husband through medical school should get every penny she could get.
Okay. The ladies love you. Jane and Steve and Linda and Ed are right. We split it in half. It's halftime, guys. Step to the rear. Bring the ladies out front. Continue with the second half. I'll beat the press in just a moment.
We'll be back with the second half of Tattletales, starring Steve Allen and his wife Jane Meadows, from the new CBS series Empire, Edward Winter and his wife Linda Foster, and makeup artist Jeffrey Hamilton, and from Happy Days, Aaron Moran, right after these messages.
I can't believe it. She knew all about me, and all I told her was my name and my birth date.
It was amazing. She saw me back in school, and I just sent for a training course.
She told me that I had got a promotion on my job, and that's true.
And the sample reading is free.
One of the most incredible things that she asked me was if I had a fear of water, and it's true.
It's like they've known you your whole life.
I just planned a trip to Europe this summer. This is really true. She said I'd meet a tall Mediterranean man.
I asked my psychic about children in my future, and she saw 2, possibly twins.
When I asked my psychic about the relationship I'm in now, she said not only will it last, but it's going to a higher level.
Get your free 10 minutes now from Psychic Readers Network. Get the free time you need. Call now for 10 minutes free.
PRN has the best psychics.
You get a great reading, and it's free. Why do you think I let you call from my house?
Get your 10 minutes free. Call now. Call 1-800-914-9443.
All across America, women create curls that hold with a very special shampoo, Wash and Curl. Its special curl strengtheners really work. Wash and Curl, the curling shampoo.
The smart way to lose weight. Control your appetite and get the calcium your bones need. Only Permathene does it. Appetite control plus calcium in one little caplet.
Brittle nails that break and won't grow? Get Nutrinail. Short brittle nails grow in just 5 to 7 days. Nutrinail. Short brittle nails grow. Guaranteed.
You know, we get 120,000 phone calls a month.
More and more, homeowners want one loan that does it all.
A lot of them are homeowners with less than perfect credit trying to refinance their homes.
They want to refinance their first mortgage and pay off their high-rate credit cards and auto loans. That's why the Money Store introduced the combo loan. With just one loan, you can refinance your mortgage, pay off your high-rate bills, and usually get some extra cash. The combo loan at the money store. Call 1-800-LOAN-YES.
Me.
We are back after halftime. I have three lovely ladies with me. The fellas are in the back. Linda and Ed, it's nice to see you other than socially. I mean, we've been friends a long time. Ed and I were in cabaret together on Broadway. That's where we met. It was in 1967.
No.
Wasn't it? I think 67, Ed. Seems only yesterday, doesn't it?
68.
68, that's what I meant.
I understudied you.
And you played...
I'm still understudying you on the tennis court.
Never mind. Yes, I'm looking forward to your series called Empire, which will be premiering on CBS January 4th, I believe.
That's right, January 4th at 8:30.
So we're enjoying it already, which is very nice. Fellas, this question is for you. Men, which of the following do you find more attractive on a woman? Bare legs, nylon stockings, or leg warmers? Goodbye. Oh, well, I happen to think this is a terrific question.
It's a good question.
It's a very good question. I'm just thinking about it. I love it. Aaron, what do you think? What will Jeff say?
Bare legs, nylons,
Stockings or leg warmers.
Leg warmers. Stockings. I'd say stockings.
He really will?
He loves to see my legs.
Yeah?
And mostly in skirts, so I'm wearing stockings, yeah.
Yeah. What kind of stockings? Not those mesh ones. Oh, yes. Very nice. Very nice. Looks like you're terribly sunburned there. All right. You're going to say, he will say stockings.
Yes.
Here he comes. Jeffrey. Which, what do you think? More attractive on a woman?
Nylon stockings.
That's right.
Good, honey.
Okay. Jane, what will Steve say?
Well, I know one thing. There are few things that he hates so much as leg warmers. He thinks they're ugly.
Oh, really?
And I don't think he cares so much for bare legs. I think he'll say nylons.
Think he'll say
Yeah,
nylons?
you better say
I, on the other hand, love leg warmers.
So do I.
I think they're the sexiest thing in the world.
Well, you're crazy.
Really? Am I crazy? Or just a little, well, never mind. I think they're very attractive and very appealing, yeah. You know, you watch those warm-up shows? Can't do the exercises. Sorry. You're going to say, he's going to say nylons, right?
He's going to say nylons.
Okay, here he comes. Steve. Oh, I thought your head was on upside down. It is. Scared me to death. What do you think? What do you find more attractive? What do you find more attractive, sir?
The most attractive, if I may correct your grammar.
Sorry.
That's quite all right.
More attractive, yes. No, it says on a card, more attractive.
I know, the card's wrong. Anyway. Well, first of all, I think leg warmers make a woman look like a Clydesdale horse.
Me too, that's what I'm...
That does. And I used to have a pet bear, and he had short, furry legs, so that's out. I say nylon stockings.
That's the one. You got it. You see? Linda, what will Edward say? What does he find most attractive?
Most attractive.
Yes.
I think he thinks leg warmers are a little clunky.
He doesn't like them.
Yeah, no, I don't think so. Bare legs. I got to go with stockings.
You're all going to go with nylon stockings?
Yeah.
I'm shocked and dismayed. And also Irish. Here he comes now. Edward, which do you prefer, sir?
Well, putting it, I think leg warmers I'm not crazy about, and I like a kind of tailored look, and that seems to imply nylon stockings. So nylon stockings.
That's what the lady said. You're right. Everybody's right. The nylons have it. Split it three ways. Nice close game. We'll come back in a moment and break up that nice close game with a $300 question. Put your leg warmers on, and we'll see you in a minute.
It's in a jar, in the car, in a drawer, on the floor. It's all over the place. So where's your loose change? Well, it's time to cash in with the Money Wrapper, the automated coin machine that sorts, stacks, counts, and wraps your loose change in one easy step. You simply drop a handful of loose change into the Money Wrapper and watch. First, it switches on automatically. The Money Wrapper starts to spin and separates the coins. Then they're down the chute where they're sorted. Pennies, nickels, dimes, and quarters. Each coin drops into its own removable tube where it's stacked and counted. It's that simple. You just place the coin wrapper in the bank, and each counted coin is automatically wrapped by the Money Wrapper. Now it's a breeze to turn loose change into hard cash. And when it's all done, the money wrapper shuts off by itself, and you're left with sorted, stacked, counted, and wrapped piles of money. It's real money. Stop throwing it away. Just drop it in the money wrapper, and it does the rest. Neat, clean rolls of coins, sorted, stacked, counted, and wrapped at a rate of hundreds of coins per minute. So sit back and count your cash. And that's not all. When it's time to cash in, you simply pull the lever and the coins pop out in their neat stacks. So call and get your money wrapper today. The precision automated bank that sorts, stacks, counts, and wraps your loose change. And now at the incredible breakthrough price of only $24.95. Heads or tails, you win. So stop throwing your money away and start growing your money today. The money wrapper. It's fast, accurate, convenient, even fun. It's a great way to get that loose change all wrapped up. The money wrapper. It makes perfect sense.
Call 1-800-204-5959 to order your money wrapper for $24.95 plus $5.95 shipping and handling. Or send check or money order to Money Wrapper, 60 East State Street, West Warwick, Rhode Island. Call 1-800-204-5959. That's 1-800-204-5959.
Okay, we're back. This one's worth $300, and this will decide the issue for the day. We have 2/3 of a tie. Ed, you and Jeff are tied with $125 apiece. Steve, you have 200, but it's very close, so all three sections are still rooting and holding their breath and all that stuff. Men, you park behind a car. You spot a $100 bill peeking out from under its rear tire. The only way to get the bill is to bump the car a bit with your car. Would you do it? Yes or no? Goodbye. I know you're thinking about it there, too. It's an innocent enough thing. I mean, you're not going to hurt the car. You probably only have to move it, well, I don't know, maybe a foot maybe at the most. With your luck, as you're doing it, the guy will come out and yell whiplash.
From the door of the store.
From the store. Linda, what do you think Edward will say?
I think he'd do it in a minute.
Oh, you do?
Oh, yeah.
You didn't have to think about that at all, did you?
No, he's not that crazy about his car. I mean, he'd just do that in a minute.
He'd drive over the other car.
Sure.
The bananas love that answer. See, that's what they'd all do, right, gang?
Yeah.
Oh, they're crazy. All right, you'll say, absolutely, he will do it.
Absolutely.
Here he comes. Edward, is your choice, sir. What will you do in a case like this?
Well, my vast knowledge of mechanics tells me that you can push a car a certain distance, even in gear. It's not going to hurt it, like say, 3/4 of the length of a $100 bill. So I bump the thing and I get the $100.
That's right. Now, I'm not so sure. If the car has its emergency brake on and is in park, you know, if it's an automatic transmission, it's in park, can you, in fact, move it? Can you move it a little bit?
Sure.
Oh, you can?
Sure you can.
Oh, you've tried that before, eh, Ed?
That's how I...
Aaron, what do you think? What will Jeff say?
Yeah, definitely. I think he'd do it, sure.
Think he would?
Mm-hmm. If it wasn't with a car, it would be himself.
He'd just get out and push it. Get some guys. Hey, I'll split it with you. All right, he's definitely gonna do that.
Sure. For
Okay.
$100, yeah.
Well, I know, but for $100, what if he ruins the car and a guy comes out?
What? He'd get out of there.
He'd get out. Okay, he'd run over him. Here he comes.
No.
Jeff, what will you do?
I think I'd bump that car New York second.
That's right. You got it. Proving to be very easy. I don't know if it would be.
They're hard to come by, those $100 bills.
All right, we still have 2/3 of a tie.
Yeah.
They both got it
This
right.
is a very tough one for me. You are not implying that he would get the money to give it to the person. The idea is he would keep it for himself?
Sure.
Oh, no. Steve would never do it. He's not at all interested in money.
Really?
I'm the one interested in money.
Aha.
I would do it. I would do it so fast.
He'd call you and you'd come over and do it for him.
He wouldn't do it.
He wouldn't do it at all.
No.
Not
he
at
wouldn't
all.
care. He wouldn't do it for $1,000.
He wouldn't?
You think he would?
There's one guy in the blue section say, oh, yes, he would. Why, did he bump your car in the parking lot, sir?
No. He doesn't even have a checkbook.
He's
always saying to me, do you have $1?
Oh.
Honestly.
Oh.
I know someone like that.
Money is nothing to the man.
No, we don't even allow him to have much money in his pocket.
We don't allow him?
I don't allow I take it all. I take care of all the finances.
Poor Steve Allen's walking around with no money in his pocket?
Because he gives it all away.
I see.
He gives it.
Well, I hope if you miss this, he's going to have to give some to the blue section because they're going to lose.
Oh, gosh.
Okay.
It's the toughest question for me.
Yeah.
Murder.
Okay, now if it was you, you'd bump the car.
Oh, yeah, in a minute.
Right. But for him, you're going to say...
Smash the car.
You're going to say no, right? Okay, it's a definite no. Here he comes. Steve, this will decide the game. As it often does, we come down to the last answer on the last question, and if you get it right, you will win for the blue section. If not, Linda, Ed, and Aaron and Jeff will come from behind and tie to win. What do you think?
Well, first, Bert, I would survey the situation very carefully, because if that car is the only object holding the $100 bill down, it could be a paperweight put there by the Jolly Green Giant. You never know. But in the absence of such unlikely hypotheses, I would, of course, bump it and pick up the money.
She said you wouldn't do it. Linda, Ed, and Aaron and Jeff are right. Flip the $300 at halftime is up. We have a tie. The bananas and the blue and the red section.
10 cents may not look like much to you, but sign up for Sprint Cents Long Distance now, and you'll be amazed at what this little dime can do.
Every time I get another dime, I think about calling my agent for just 10 cents a minute. So what if he puts me on hold?
Barb, your agent's on the phone.
Coming. Yes.
Funny. Ever since I got Sprint's dime a minute rate, I can call anywhere in the country and know exactly what I'm paying every month. Nothing surprises me. Hi.
Suddenly, it all makes sense. I work all day, so at 10 cents a minute nights and weekends, I can give myself the green light to talk.
Call now and you'll get an extra bonus. 200 minutes free.
Of course, I could pay more nights and weekends, but that wouldn't make sense.
To me, the biggest bonus is I get 10% cash back.
That's cool. With Sprint Cents, it all makes sense. See for yourself. Call now, 1-800-913-9719.
When you open a can, you get razor-sharp edges that can cut like a knife. But now there's Safety Can. Safety Can actually penetrates the seal of the can, leaving edges that are incredibly smooth and safe. Advanced technology produces 100 pounds of cutting power. You're left with smooth, safe edges. It's amazing. Old-fashioned can openers cut the lid of the can, dropping it into your food. That's dirty. Yuck. But Safety Can's new technology glides through the seal of the can, leaving incredibly smooth edges. And when there's pet food left over, the lid pops back on. Get Safety Can today, only $19.95. Call now and get the Safety Jar absolutely free. Now you can open any jar or bottle with ease. Safety Can and Safety Jar, both for just $19.95. Call now.
To order Safety Can, have your credit card ready and call 1-800-784-3311 or send check or money order for $19.95 plus $5.95 shipping to the address on your screen. Sorry, no CODs.
Hi, I'm Larry Anderson, host of Game Show Network's exciting interactive horse race game, Trivia Track. If you'd like to be a contestant on one of our interactive shows, Trivia Track, Super Decades, or Race for the Numbers, here's all you have to do. If you're a registered player, just watch for our colorful Winnie to fly across your TV screen like this. Then pick up your phone and call the number that's shown. It's that simple. Remember, you can only call in to play when you see Winnie fly across your screen, so watch for times throughout the day. Keep watching, and I'll see you at the races.
You're watching Game Show Network. Next up, it's To Tell the Truth. Then it's What's My Line. And then it's the Newlywed Game.
Big winners today. We had a tie. Linda and Ed and Aaron and Jeff, $275 apiece. We had $1,000 each. Section will divide $775. It was very nice. Thank you all. That was great for a great finish. And thank you at home for watching us on Tattletales. Bert Thomas saying so long. I'll see you right here the next time.
In addition to cash awards, a member of the winning rooting section selected at random will also receive the winter miseries with the Cheracol system. Cheracol D for cough, Cheracol Plus for cough plus head colds to restore free breathing. Use as directed. A walk in La Choy Chinese food. Let your meal swing American with La Choy bean sprouts, vegetables, water chestnuts, bamboo shoots, and soy sauce. Blistex soothes dry chapped lips and helps relieve cold sores too. Blistex brings new life to dry chapped lips. Use as directed. This is Johnny Olson speaking for Tattletales, a Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production.
Find out what folks do to earn their bucks on What's My Line later at 2:30 Eastern. Coming up, Get the Facts with Gary Moore and To Tell the Truth next, only on Game Show Network.
You're watching Game Show Network.
Well, that's our show for today. Thanks each and every one of you tuning in on our special Valentine's Day Tattletales Marathon. It was a lot of fun. We saw the best videos and our new videos. Well, Sid, we are going to have another day tomorrow with our Game Show Time More. Weekend of Bert Convey continues. We'll see you next time. Bye.